Before GPS, before smartphones, before storm chasing became something that you could do in the palm of your hand, and before science, apparently, there was Twister, where finding a tornado mostly involved vibes and Bill Paxton touching some dirt. We're going to be talking about Twister tonight.
And now, our feature presentation.
Fussy. Who hired this crew?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong.
Show me the money!
Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Baby, you are so money and you don't even know it.
Yeah. I thought this was good.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Welcome in, everyone, to 52/1996, a live movie conversation podcast where we take a look back 30 years ago and dig into the films of 1996, one movie at a time. I am your host, Cody, and this week I'm joined by two co-hosts, Ryan and newcomer Sage, as we break down Twister. Welcome in, both of you. If this is your first time hanging out with us, welcome in. We are happy to have you. The idea is pretty simple. We, for 52 weeks, that's a year, we revisit a different movie released in 1996. We're talking about scenes, lines, standout performances, trivia, and if it survives a modern watch. And we're continuing our theme, Make It a Blockbuster Night, spotlighting those big budget movies from the year 1996. But before we do that, let's talk to our guest hosts. Hey, how are we? How are we doing?
Doing good.
I'm doing great. I love a three boxer. Not everybody
Feels good.
gets. We've done this before, Ryan. We've done this before. I think we've even had four boxes before.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a party then.
It
This
is
the 52s. What are they called? The awards every year?
the slashies.
The slashies, not the 52s.
Not the 2s. Not the 52. Hey, maybe patent pending. Who knows? Welcome in, Sage. This is your first time joining us. I'm so happy to have you here, and I'll have questions for you that I'll focus at the end of this. But
cool. Yeah, no, I'm excited to be here. I had to be on this one. I had to be. There's a lot I've sat back for, but this one I was like, no, Twister's, it's up there.
that's for you. And you, okay, so that means you've seen it before.
Yes.
And Ryan, you hadn't seen this before.
Oh no, I'd seen this. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'd
okay.
seen this on repeat as a child.
I was going back to The Rock, and I
The
thought
Rock
that
I hadn't seen before.
you had
yeah.
not seen before. Oh man. Well, Twister's I think it's a part of every millennial child's childhood. It either made you scared of storms, or it made you want to become a storm chaser for the 6 months after that film. Which one were you? Ryan. I'll start with Ryan.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested because this is not my genre at all, and I love this movie. I loved it as a kid. I love it now. I like it a lot. Like, I think it's just so well made, and the fact that I don't care for any of the things this movie's trying to sell, but I'm still want to buy them all, I think shows how like it just under the hood is such a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Sage, for you, how?
I actually love nature disaster movies, and am very terrified of all weather events that ever happen. So, and I grew up with a lot of tornadoes, and my mom was like a crazy freak about tornadoes. Like, she couldn't handle it. So this movie was extra scary, but I really still loved it so much.
Yeah, this is one of those movies that I could not show my niece. She is terrified of everything from bees to tornadoes, especially. I don't know why I conflated those two, but if you had a bee,
The 90s.
oh yeah, but she doesn't know it, and I wonder if my sister forced her to watch these terrifying movies that are like, hey, be scared of bees, be scared of tornadoes, because it wasn't just. When we were kids, it wasn't just these movies, Twister and all that, but like, do you guys remember Africanized killer bees?
Yes. Yeah, that was huge. It was on the news every night, the local news.
It was like the scariest thing. And then once Twister came out, there were hundreds of tornado movies, I feel like, or the Science Channel, whatever it used to be back, the Nature Channel, things like that. They were like, hey, tornadoes are a big deal.
I guess while like disaster movies were nothing new, in fact, the 90s weren't big for disaster movies. We're kind of moving in post Independence Day and probably post Twister to the like cataclysmic era of making like The Day After Tomorrow coming back into the 2000s where you have more CGI effects. So you can do your like 2012s and your post Independence Day, like I don't know, like the White House being blown up a million times. Like that was everywhere in the 2000s. But I think in 96, we weren't in a disaster movie era. They were kind of still B movies left over from the 80s. And I don't know that anybody had ever done specific Twister ones. It was earthquakes and fires and volcanoes, but never like tornadoes specifically. So that kind of made it unique.
Yeah, I read a book, and it might be on your list of these, and I think they made it into a movie with Devon Sawa, I believe, was in it. It was called Night of the Twisters. Did either one of you see that movie? Yeah, I think it was a made-for-TV movie, maybe like an ABC or a Family Channel back then movie, but I think it came out around the same time as Twister. But I had to read that book in fourth grade at least. So Twisters have been a very special part of my life. I was
going to ask, I know where you grew up, and it definitely looks like some parts of this movie look, but it was in Ohio. Is that tornado country? Is it flat enough?
Yeah, so I would say we catch a little bit of like the Tornado Alley, especially north of me is an area, and it was probably made famous in the movie Gummo. Talking about Gummo, yeah, it's crazy to talk about, but there's a town north of us called Xenia that just like continually got hit by tornadoes. And then where we went to school in Arkansas, I have a crazy, I mean, it's not that crazy of a story. It's not that long of a story of me coming back from spring break and being essentially trapped between multiple tornadoes in the area, never having experienced that in my life. And like, I'm talking baseball size hail at the time. Like it was scary.
I'd never seen hail till college, which is in the middle of Arkansas. You wouldn't really expect it, but I guess you wouldn't expect it Oklahoma either if you just think of it having to be cold. But that's not how it happens. But then also, you knew from this movie, you're stuck in the road between a bunch of twisters. You know, like everything they're saying on the radio is outdated information.
Yes, it does not.
Those twisters are going to be back building and drunk sisters, and they're going to be hopping. And there's going to be a million things that are going to happen before you even figure out if you're in a twister.
You don't want to find yourself in the suck zone.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the suck zone for sure. Although Philip Seymour Hoffman makes it seem like it's a place you might want to be.
He is landed on thick with Melissa in this movie. I love it. I love it so much. Anything else before we want to get back into our movie here? All right, let's talk about it. Let's learn a little bit more before we get into our category. So the title of the movie is Twister. It came out May 10th, 1996. It was directed by Jan de Bont. We've seen him before on this podcast. He is the director of Speed. And this movie was written by Michael Crichton and his then wife, Anne-Marie Martin. They were married in 1987 and divorced in 2003. Don't know why that's important information, but maybe Crichton lost it a little bit after then. I don't know. It's kind of what happened to James Cameron. Yes.
Well, it's like I mean, he was everywhere, right? But I don't know that he's relevant much after this. I think the 13th Warrior bombs after this.
The 13th Warrior bombs, Timeline bombs.
Obviously, Westworld comes back a few years ago, but like other than
he's
that,
dead at this point.
Michael Crichton is kind of on the wane after Twister. I didn't know he wrote that, but it makes so much sense. He's so good at. It's like Jurassic Park, Andromeda Strain, the Great Train Robbery. What else did he do? He did a bunch of stuff. Sphere.
Sphere.
Not the Abyss. Which Sphere is a bad movie, but it's a really good book. But he's really good at taking going in and learning these scientific buzzwords, and then like having like a hot actor scientist explain them to you, and then get back to the action. Michael Crichton just does that well.
Yeah. Chat, thank you. I knew we had a Crichton head in the chat, and he's doing ER at this point.
Oh, what is he doing in ER?
He's the creator, I'm pretty sure, or the producer.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, ER is his little baby. So
what a career he had, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's the cool guy, pretty cool guy. And I'm curious of what this writing duo, how they worked for this movie. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting movie.
This one makes sense. I mean, if you think about, I don't have to get too long on Michael Crichton, but the guy literally wrote like a 500-page book about a dinosaur theme park, and got it published. He spent all the time. That book is dense. It's long and it's detailed. And it's dense. And he got the time to get it published with And who would have faith in that idea, that concept, and then look at what it became, both as a book and then as a movie, obviously a franchise.
And Sage is right. He more than one. So he took the first one and was like,
Yeah.
I can do better.
I can do better.
I can do
We're
better.
going back.
Let's loot this world. Yeah. So Michael Crichton, big 90s guy. It's the time of Michael Crichton and gosh, who's the other guy that we do? Grisham.
Yeah.
Hot button item here. And then we're getting into Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin's coming up. This is also the Clancy era. We're in Clancy territory.
Yeah, all these airport novels are coming out and being made into movies. So we've got a heck of a cast here, and it's going to take me forever. So bear with me here. We've got Helen Hunt as Joe Harding. Alexa Vega, mostly known for her work on Spy Kids, is playing the young Joe Harding here. Didn't even recognize her in the few seconds that we get of little Joe at the beginning. Bill Paxton here as Bill Harding. Jamie Gertz as Dr. Melissa Reeves. Carrie Elwes as Jonas Miller. Lois Smith as Aunt Meg. Philip Seymour Hoffman as Dusty Allen Rook as Rabbit. Sean Whalen as Sanders. Scott Thompson as Preacher. Todd Field, Academy nominated director Todd Field here as Belzer. Joey Slotnick as Joey, Wendell Josepher as Haynes, Jeremy Davies as Lawrence, Zach Grenier as Eddie. Our guy, Melvin, shows up for 1 second in this movie.
Melvin's in this?
Yeah, I thought that you would say something. This is our third Melvin movie.
Cast. I missed him.
Gregory Sporleader as Willie. He's on the enemy team.
Oh, he's on the bad team?
Yeah, he's on the bad team there. Anthony Rapp is also on the bad guys team.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
That was wild. Jake Busey is also on the bad guys team.
Wait, he's on the bad guys team? I just assumed he was the slack-jawed kid in our team.
Yeah, he said he's the mobile lab technician.
Okay.
That's what he is. So yeah, got a lot of people in here, and another a variety of other bit parts that we have here. If you didn't get a chance to watch this movie, shame on you, but the synopsis is: during the approach of the most powerful storm in decades, university professor Dr. Joe Harding and an underfunded team of students prepare the prototype for Dorothy. Didn't know that was any part of this, that they were a teacher and those were students, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. There might have been in the edited out, but it's never said. All you do at the beginning is get a little bit of like the grant money's running out, like so you just assume that they're amateur scientists who secured a grant, Yeah.
When Harding tells Bill, this is her estranged husband, Bill. When Harding tells Bill that Dorothy is ready for testing and that their privately funded rival Dr. Jonas Miller has stolen the idea and built his own, Bill rejoins the team for one last mission. It's a one last mission movie.
Oh, he's privately funded. Ooh. It's so funny.
Anyway, this movie had a budget of $92 million, and it has a box office return, a global one of $499 million, and a domestic one of $241 million, making this the number 2 movie of 1996. Right
after Independence Day?
After Independence Day.
That's what I figured, yeah.
Yep. And the ratings were pretty good for this. Rotten Tomatoes has this at a 68%, IMDb is 6.6, and Letterboxd at a 3.3. That's pretty even across the board. I have a couple things from Roger Ebert here. He gave it 2.5 stars out of 4, so not a bad review, not a great review. But he said the movie is wall-to-wall with special effects. They're all convincing, although it's impossible for me to explain how Bill and Joe escape serious injury while staring right up at the suck zone of the finger of God.
He got all the words in there.
I mean, he's a deviant, Roger Ebert.
Yeah, he would suck on God's finger.
No, I write down some more from him. He said, I think the movie has to be graded on 2 scales. As drama, Twister resides in the zone. It has no time to waste on character, situation, dialogue, or nuance. Dramatic scenes are holding actions between tornadoes. As spectacle, however, Twister is impressive. The tornadoes are big, loud, violent, and awesome, and they look great. Even Dorothy looks good until you realize the entire machine, including its flashing red lights and little gizmos sticking up into the air, is essentially just a garbage can filled with plastic balls.
Yeah, it's interesting because I mean I'm not gonna like play coy about it. I ended up loving this movie still today a lot, but it's funny that when it came out, it must have been a special effects powerhouse And then now I don't care about any of the special effects. I'm a little bit impressed at some of them, and then others just look really bad. I'm a little impressed at how good some of them look 30 years later. And I still love this movie. And it's basically all pacing, editing, and line delivery is why I think this movie's great.
Yeah, I think the tornadoes look okay. Like, I think they still hold up. I think that's a really important part of the movie. Now, there are some things in here that don't hold up, and I'm sure we'll
there are flashes of moments where you go, "Ooh, what? Why? Why is it so bad?" But then, overall, the tornadoes look really good. I think,
and the tomatoes.
The tomatoes look awesome.
Now, Mick LaSalle really liked this movie. He's from the San Francisco Chronicle. He said, "It looks real, and director Jan de Bont keeps the action coming so fast, there's no time to question it." And this is an Academy Award nominated film. It did not win either of these. It was nominated for Best Sound and Best Visual Effects. Did not win. I think those went to Independence Day.
Let's see, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, man. It's got great special effects, so I mean, it's kind of hard to be mad about it.
All right, I've got a couple things. So there is a sequel to this movie. I have not seen Twisters. Have either one of you seen Twisters?
We watched it twice.
Yeah.
Are you fans? Is it good? Does it hold up? Like keep this going?
I don't think it's as good as the original. And there are things about it that I really truly dislike, but at the end of the day, it's still a really fun tornado movie. I think Twister is better, but it's worth watching. It's definitely worth seeing.
Do they try and like get rid of Twisters with like nuclear weapons or something? What is the?
No, it's the same exact plot.
Oh, it's the same plot. Okay,
it's not really the same exact plot. Yeah,
they're gonna dissolve them with like the same stuff that diapers are made of.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Finally, we found a good use for diapers.
Instead of throwing them in landfills. You know what? You've never seen a tornado in a landfill. Maybe it's all the diapers.
That's true. That is very true. Now, I also have you all are like pinball people, and Sage, I know you're like a pinball champion. Have you played the pinball machine, the Twister pinball machine?
I have played the Twister pinball machine, and I have another pinball related to this movie trivia that I'll get to that later.
Fantastic. I love that. Anytime that Wikipedia makes it a point to say that there's a pinball machine, I have to, I'm glad that I have you in my life to say, like, typically they're the good machines, though, if they're mentioned on there, right?
It's a good one. It's fun. It has a really cool component in the middle that is a magnet that will grab the ball and then just spin and fling it kind of wildly around, so like a tornado would in theory.
Okay.
And the multi-ball on it is one of the most chaotic multi-balls you can get on a machine. So.
Is there a suck zone, or is that what the middle component is?
I can't remember if there's a suck zone. There is actually a fan on the back of it, though, that during different modes will blow wind at you. So,
I didn't know that. That's funny.
I mean, it'd be perfect. There's a finger of God. There's a suck zone. We need all these things.
Well, every pinball machine is a suck zone, and it's like the middle between where you can't reach the ball. And
so, if you all have questions about pinball or anything,
put them in the chat.
Put them in the chat. They'll eat it up. All right, so let's talk about that. I don't think there's anything else to say about legacy of this except for tornadoes still exist. They didn't get rid of them after this movie. And so let's talk about this movie. What are some of the best scenes that still pop or define this movie? I feel like it's only scenes. So
it's all scenes.
It's just all scene.
Well, it's introduction, and then it's 5 tornadoes, right? And you can just break it down into like 5 acts. Like there's just the tornadoes each have a different like beginning and end of rising action, and then calm down, and then rising action a little bit. And then throughout those little sections, you watch Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt get back together and try to succeed at getting these get Dorothy to fly, which is getting a bunch of sensors in the inside of a tornado for the first time. And that's the whole movie. That's how you can describe it. Like, that's the structure.
Well, and that's it for everything we've got. We'll see you next week. No, I'm kidding.
It's simple, though. Why not keep it simple for a movie like this? I love it.
Seriously, yeah. The whole divorced, just getting these two back together is the whole point of this. We do have whatever her name is, Jamie Gertz, I think, like just hanging around for about half the movie, just watching this couple just keep being in love with one another. I guess that's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
But I like to start and maybe this is the very first storm flashback in the 60s of
Sure.
the F5 tornado in this family in the suck zone. Like Joe's dad just getting the suck zone really, bad. He's just deep. He's deep in the suck zone for this, because that is the thing that has stuck with me from when I was a child watching this movie to 30 years later now. And if
When
I
the dad
was
gets sucked up.
yes,
Okay.
because when I was a kid, it pissed me off. And because I didn't have a care for animals at that time, and I was just like, this dumb dog is going to keep us from living here, and so we had to wait on the dog. And then also, like, can tornadoes do that? Can they just pull me out of the storm cellar? I don't have a storm cellar. What am I going to do? Because we had basements, but some people don't have basements. What are they going to do? So this was a crucial part of my childhood, and this is the scene that sticks with me. Just like when the guy shoves the green ball in the guy's mouth at the end of The Rock, Joe's dad flying out of there is definitely sticks out for me.
I have very much the opposite feelings about that scene because I'm so worried about the dog.
I am now.
Dad gets sucked up, but the dog is safe. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Which is terrible, but that's how I feel every single time. And I know the dog's going to be fine. I know the dad's going to die, but every single time I watch this movie, I'm like, Toby.
Poor little Toby looking like Toto.
He's got such little legs and a center of gravity. He's like belly's on the ground, He's practically, he's too low for the tornado.
It's true. It's very true. And again, I have grown up a little bit. I do care more about that dog than Joe's dad. Joe's dad can go to hell. He's like a bad dad in Varsity Blues a couple years later. So now I always associate that guy with Varsity Blues. And so the fact that he dies, I don't care anymore. But
also, in the world of this movie where like tornadoes can happen that fast, you should have built your shelter a little closer to your back door. Like, why wouldn't it just be under your house?
I don't understand. Like, I get it. I've looked this up many times why people do not build basements in specifically the South. I'm always like, why are there no basements in the South?
Well, I'll say at least in a shelter, like a basement, like if your whole house collapses, it collapses on top of you, which can be hard to get out of. Or so you'd have to have a layer at least that protects you and then a way to get out. Where a shelter away from the house is protected by like from heavy things by the earth, and then you just have to dig your way out of that one like kind of door. So that makes a little bit of sense. But even that's better than like making it on the other. Like they run a long way to get to their shelter.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like they were running past important shit that couldn't have been a shelter, And
I mean, that's how it was in Wizard of Oz. Even they had to run away from the house to get to their shelter.
Mm-hmm.
But Dorothy, she was fine. She went after her dog too.
Yeah.
Gotta save the dog.
It's always about the dog. We didn't get a chance to talk, but when we did Independence Day, Boomer, the dog from Independence Day, barely made it out. So we've had a good run of animals living, minus a rat last week in Mission Impossible. But most of the animals we've talked about in these disaster movies have lived. So
well, in A Time to Kill, they invent a dog after the fact. To scare you for 5 minutes, and then we have a second dog in this movie that's just there kind of to scare you.
Yeah. But we do learn that this is Joe in this, and she's looking up at the tornado, and we're like, oh yeah, this is gonna do something to her. She's gonna be ruined for the rest of her life now and be obsessed with tornadoes. So this was my first scene in the movie, and it still haunts me to this day.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's an effective fridging of a character. Like as simple as it is, she sits there and sees her dad and sees the tornado behind her dad, like watches him just get suck zoned up or whatever, and like that's gonna fuck you up. So you immediately cut from that to her chasing tornadoes today. You don't have to like do a lot of like dialogue work to unpack that. It just kind of makes sense. Yeah. It's just good, simple motivation.
And then we get to Helen Hunt. All right, so walk me through your next scenes. Whoever wants to go.
We're gonna take it.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I guess like the from there you're kind of in the like meeting the team and then the like pit stop at the diner, which when we watched last night, it was like so they like all hurry up to leave this place just to drive to the diner and sit there and wait some more. Very weird. But you do kind of get a little taste of like everybody who's part of her like crew.
Yeah.
Most importantly, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Dusty.
Yes.
Dusty.
Amazing. Amazing.
I mean, Dusty is the Philip Seymour Hoffman truly is the winner of this movie because he's the one that everybody talks about, I think.
Yeah. He might be my favorite actor of all time. He's definitely up there, and this has got to be the first time I ever saw him in my life.
Yeah, because you didn't watch Son of a Woman.
Yeah, not when I was 8. I watched it 3 weeks ago. That movie sucks.
Yeah, we've got somebody in chat crushing a white tank top. Helen
Oh
Hunt
my
in
god,
this
it's
white tank top.
iconic.
And
that whole fit, the jumpsuit, the white tank, like she's unreal.
And just keeps wearing it. I think it's the same one, right? Or are we just gonna assume that she's not changing? Like, or does she have like?
This movie takes place over a day and a half.
Yeah,
It's like a 36-hour movie, right? Like it's.
and she gets wet and muddy like 5. I mean, every time.
Yeah.
That there's a
The white
storm.
tank top was a choice. It was really
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She does have a shower break in the middle. She might have a spare. She might have her second tank top. She always does too.
Aunt Meg can always depend on Aunt Meg for another tank top.
Yeah.
She's but Bill doesn't have a change of clothes. Let's be real. He's just there to get the paper signed.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see the movie where he actually gets the paper signed. Like I want to know what happens to Bill in an alternate universe where he gets the paper signed and leaves them.
Or he just becomes a weatherman and he's unhappy with his life.
Whoa! Don't call him a weatherman.
No, he says he's fine with being a weatherman. He calls himself a weatherman. That's not even part of the fight that they have about that. He doesn't go, "I'm a meteorologist, goddamn," and he goes, "You just say it in a certain way, like it's a bad thing. I don't mind being a weatherman."
Yeah, but I thought that's where they were going with it.
Yeah, but that's what I kind of remembered happening, but that's not what they do.
Do you like any of the other crew from this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think her whole crew is pretty great.
You got Mullet, you got Bucket Hat.
Mhm.
Mullet, Bucket Hat.
What else you got? You got Slackjaw.
These are the people. This is what they're Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Rabbit is good. Rabbit is wise.
Rabbit's
Rabbit is
good.
good. Rabbit is wise.
Big fan of Cameron from way back anyway, so
Yeah.
see it in this. And then I feel like Bucket Hat and Blitzer are kind of like a little bit queer coded.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones listening to Oklahoma in the car, like when everybody else is playing like rock or classical music.
We got the
Is
old guy.
You got curly hair. Is that Blitzer?
Blitzer's,
Blitzer's the one with the goatee.
yeah.
That's Mullet, right?
He doesn't have a mullet.
Not
That's Jeremy
mullet.
Davies. That's Upham from Saving Private Ryan.
Okay, sure. All right. But then there's the guy who I think is queer coded is the short king with the glasses and the square face. He's listening listening to William Tell Overture.
Preacher.
Yeah.
That's Preacher?
Yeah.
Okay. God,
Yeah.
you learned all their names. That's crazy.
I get it.
This is her movie.
I've been
Yeah,
calling
Preacher.
Bucket Hat.
And then the other girl, what's her name?
That's what I'm calling
Bucket
Bucket
Hat.
Yeah.
That's Bucket Hat.
Yeah.
That's clearly
Who seems like a lesbian from the Bronx, but somehow is just chasing storms with the boys in Oklahoma.
she's given real Annie Potts from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And that's who I thought it was at first. And
And there's the one kid who's like clearly very scared of tornadoes.
yes, that's Mullet, right? Is that
That's
who you're?
Mullet.
That's
Yeah.
Mullet. Who just hangs out in the car when everybody else is going for shelter.
Which was a wild thing. Like, did you establish that he's like bad at his job, or did he
Yeah,
choose
like-
to be here? I don't understand.
He's just so used to driving with tornadoes that he was like, I don't know what to do if nobody's driving.
He just started steering while standing, and
Like,
they were like,
what happens here? So, yeah, meeting the crew. We get set up that Bill comes back. He was obviously a part of this crew once upon a time. He's the extreme. His new wife or fiance is here, who is a
Couples therapist, it seems like.
birthing therapist.
A couples therapist, I think.
I think it's just like the therapist. Yeah, and yeah, I guess they were
I'm
talking
pretty
about
sure they talk about it being like a babe, like having a baby therapist,
She does have some interesting conversations. with her
reproductive
clients.
therapist. That's
Yeah,
what they
on the
say.
phone.
Yes.
Do they say that really?
Yes. It's very important. She didn't just marry your penis.
Well, I
okay?
remember that part, but like that could be any kind of therapy, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
she
So I
has a
didn't-
reproductive therapist. Thank you. Yeah, we get introduced to everybody. We realize that Bill
They're
still
there
got
to get the divorce papers signed, which also felt like a very 90s plot device.
Oh yeah.
Like the paper, there's no digital signatures back then either. So you had to go and get, you got to sign this. The papers would be thrown around. There'd be like pancake batter on them or whatever. And then finally somebody would be like, fine. And then sign the papers and throw them back. And that was all legal and good.
Michael Crichton pitched this. He's like, all right, it's a disaster. Think Speed, but it's the Philadelphia story at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what he was going for.
I mean, not being with the person you love is the real disaster,
That's
the
right.
tornado we're all trying to run away
That's the
from.
suck zone.
That's the real
zone.
suck zone, being alone.
I love that the tagline for this movie, Once Upon a Time, was "It sucks,"
Nice.
which is that's great. What's your next scene? We got meeting the crew for this tornado heist movie.
It includes meeting the bad guy.
Oh yeah, Jonas.
Yeah.
Wesley.
Yeah. Bill
Um,
Paxton just punches him in the head.
which is
Yeah.
great.
Out of
He stole
nowhere.
his design.
He did, but that was crazy. He just really
Yeah.
hit him right in the head in front of a whole bunch of people.
And
And
Carrie
I-
Ellis is really good. I mean, we could spoil some trivia. I think it's known that like a lot of his stuff ended up edited out because he disappears from the second half of the movie just to come back at the end with in a flashy way. But he's a good villain.
But why have a villain?
Yeah. You
Why do we
didn't need
Yeah.
a human
I guess
villain.
it's not necessary.
And you put them all in black, and like it's total like good guy versus bad guy, and the tornado.
Well, that might be what the creators of the movie found. They might have had a 2.5-hour movie, and they were like, you know what? Now that we see it all, we don't need a villain, but we don't want to waste everything Carrie Ellis did because he did good work, and we
It's-
paid for it.
It's like the lawyer in Jurassic Park. He's the real bad guy of Jurassic Park, not
Yeah.
the dinosaurs just trying to exist.
Mhm.
Or the raptors. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess you don't need a villain, and if you didn't have them, you could spend a little more time with the like love triangle, which
you
might have
need-
helped. Which might have helped that matter a bit more.
And I guess the bad guys do speed up, like cause a sense of urgency. They're like, oh, they're out here trying to launch the same trash can that we're trying to launch.
I do think
So
they
we
do
need to
that.
do this first.
I do think they create tension and anxiety and action moments that aren't just another tornado. So I think that's pretty helpful for the movie. But you're right; it's definitely not necessary.
Yeah, people in the chat, most stressful parts of the movie have nothing to do with the tornadoes and everything to do with the bad guys versus good guys driving.
Let's talk about the driving is important in this movie. The way the driving is filmed and edited is very important.
They're slapping cameras on the side of those cars so that you get
Yeah.
every angle. I noticed that on
great.
that one turn they do. They're like, we gotta see what these tires are doing right now, so let's get the camera focused on them. It's good.
Well, Joe's truck and the Dodge Ram are pretty iconic in my opinion, from this movie.
And that's we also with that first tornado after the whole meeting at the diner and everything, and that first tornado, and I think Joe's truck gets destroyed at the first one, right?
Yeah, I think after the first tornado, that's the only thing that's important is that Joe loses her truck. But the first tornado, would be my next scene just because it's really one of the better tornado scenes.
And
It
that's
feels
not
like the end of a movie. They're stuck driving this truck. They crash the truck. They're under little tiny pieces of wood. They watch the truck get pulled away. They're barely surviving, and then the tornado just kind of disappears or whatever. But that action sequence right there is as good as the end of a lot of disaster movies.
but it also leaves you up to could they really? How good is a ditch? That's what I've always wanted to test. is
That
whenever-
scene, I have problems with it because you watch. I mean, her truck gets picked up and thrown. A tractor gets picked up and thrown. The bridge gets ripped apart, and the two of them are just fine.
As long as you
Totally
anchor
fine.
yourself to something that's dug into the earth, you're fine.
Well, I think they got very lucky because the thing disappears. I think it would have eaten them up, but it makes sense. What happened isn't illogical to me. I mean, have you ever tried to vacuum up a dog hair and you get big pieces things vacuumed up or but little tiny pieces of dirt just won't come up? I think it's because they're smaller. They're underneath the suck zone.
Why
It's
didn't they market a vacuum that was just called the suck zone? That's
It's not
what
too late, Dyson.
It's not too late. It
I
is
think,
not
I think it's real. I think tornadoes randomly pick huge things up and then leave small things alone all the time. Have you ever seen videos of crazy storms or whatever and things flying around and you're but how is this person able to stand there and not get blown away?
I mean, Joe says it. whenever she's crying and after like the third tornado is like
Mhm.
it picks and chooses and doesn't, she gets real emotional. That's the only emotional scene in this movie.
That's true.
And so you're right. I don't want to test the theory or like whenever you're driving on flat earth and they're like, get in a ditch. Cause that's what I was concerned with when I was driving in the middle of tornadoes. Like there's nowhere to go. The suck zone was my nickname in college. Okay.
Got it.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah.
Clock it.
We watched Twister together, and we were watching Twister in college together, and I was like, that should be you.
That's my reputation still to this day. They call me the suck zone. Yeah, I always wanted to know, like, how safe are you?
It's different, Cody. When you're told to get into a ditch in the storm, that's to keep things from falling on you or hitting you.
Okay.
Like, that's not because the storm's going to pick you up. It's not like getting in a ditch during a tornado because you won't get picked up. It's like getting in a ditch during a storm because if branches fall down or like huge branches get blown across the area. Being in a ditch means like they're going to like hit the ground above you instead of you.
Okay. I like that.
It's for debris.
Makes
Jetsam is the Jetsam's the word.
Not flotsam.
Not flotsam.
Just Jetsam. Is this the one where Bill crawls into the back of the truck and then setting up Dorothy the first time?
No. This is the one where Joe tries to set it up, and he's like, "You're fucking crazy." Also, she's already losing her mind because she's underneath the bridge, going, "I just want to see it," like trying to crawl towards her tornado. And he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" and pulls her back.
But man, does that do something to Bill Paxton? He's like, "Dad, this is the girl I love." The one that
he
wants
sees
to kill
crazy
herself.
in her, and he's like, "I'm not done yet."
Anything else special from this except for picking up the truck and throwing it down and Jonas just being like, "See you later."
Yeah, you get them bickering in the car, and this is when you get the music wars of like every car's got a different song. They're all screaming it together because they're so hyped.
This movie's loud.
It is loud
with music and camel moans and other animals and machinery. It is pretty impressive how they do the sound on this movie, and I am surprised that this didn't win for best sound.
Yeah, they do a lot of cool stuff too in the trivia section.
It's pretty cool. All right, next scene. That was a good reminder.
I feel like the next thing after that is when they see the two water tornadoes, which is one of, like, I've always remembered that scene really, really well from that movie.
The sister twisters.
More than one tornado at a time. That's crazy.
It's nothing that I've ever seen before. Water in their water spouts, I guess technically is what they would be. And they're not, I don't remember. They're not trying to set this one up. They're just trying to get out of the way, right? This one, they're just like, hey, we're trapped.
They are chasing it. But I think the second they get to the bridge, they're like, fuck it, we can't do this.
Yeah, we can't do anything here. In our red Dodge truck, the iconic Dodge truck for the rest of this movie.
I think somebody in chat said you could have re-edited it for a commercial. When we rewatched it last night, I was like, that's a Dodge commercial right there. And like, just
and the damage this thing takes, I mean, it eventually does go away. But the damage this thing takes, and you don't see it, there's a dent missing, I think, in half of this movie from where the tree or the telephone pole or whatever it is lands on the back of the truck. It is not there in the second half of this movie a lot of times. Made me mad. But that's just me. That's just me. All right, we got the sister twisters, the twins.
You are about Twister. We talked about The Rock together 2 weeks ago, and I really came to the enemy's camp and was okay with a lot of
I love The Rock
in that movie. All right,
I like Twister. I just gotta
point out the dent.
Oh, it's not perfect. Yeah,
it's not perfect.
Doesn't make any sense.
I think with The Rock though, that is something that doesn't exist in my mind. Green balls of nuclear goo or whatever does not exist. That's not real. That's a fairy tale. Tornadoes are very real.
Yeah, but the guns they shot at each other from 4 feet away without hitting each other, that was real, right?
I mean, I guess.
The fact that they get dirty crawling through the sewers is real, right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, you know what this movie doesn't have that The Rock has?
Sean Connery?
I was going to say Nicolas Cage, but...
They should have done it. They should have been brave.
All right, recast right now. Early recast. Nicolas Cage as Helen Hunt. Sean Connery as Bill Paxton.
I was just gonna say Nicolas Cage is one of the tornadoes, but
Yeah. Nicolas Cage is the F5. Sean Connery is the F3.
no, Sean Connery's Aunt Meg. Easily a better movie. We've already done it. We've made it a 5-star movie.
The Sisters one, that's also where you get the cow thing, which was like the trailer as a kid, right? Like I don't know. I just feel like I saw the cow joke way more than I ever saw the movie.
Yeah. Also, I think that's the worst CGI in the movie.
It's bad.
The cow.
The cow. I think the cow.
The worst CGI is at the beginning when you see a satellite going around Earth. I don't remember that at all.
I forgot about
The satellite.
Why?
I was like, are we watching the right movie? Did I steal the right movie? Nope, this is Twister.
I forgot about the satellite. That does look like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers level of CGI there.
Or like when they went back into Star Trek original series and like did the spaceship.
Yes.
Later. That's
That
what
is exactly.
That was George Lucas going back into Twister to make it look better.
Oh gosh. You're so right. Oh man. So yeah, we get the cow here, iconic. Everything I knew about this movie going in, I was like, there's Dusty, there's the cow going back and forth. It's the same cow, and then her yelling directions at him at the end of the movie. Right, left, right.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. And then
there are a lot of little action things. Like we don't have to point them all out, but like the whole side of the barn going over them, driving through the house. We'll see the tanker later. Like there's these little moments that don't take a lot of time out of the movie, but they kind of make what would otherwise be repetitive action interesting.
It does keep it interesting.
Yeah.
Joe's dad getting sucked off. It's interesting.
Yeah, it was Joe's mom. It was Joe's mom who they called the suck zone. All right. Then we go to Wakita.
Wakita.
Which as a kid and then as an adult also, I was like, oh, they just didn't want to say Wichita, so they made a fake
I thought.
I thought they just made a fake Wichita, but no, Wakita's a real place.
A place. Yeah.
I thought this whole movie took place in Kansas, and none of it takes place in Kansas.
Everywhere in the South and the Midwest is just mispronouncing a town name somebody's already heard of.
It's like watch it.
One name of telephone.
Do you think that the Wakita comes from Ouachita?
I don't know. I mean, it's got to be some actual like Native American word or some like misheard like version of the Native American thing. The Ouachita are spelled different, right? But they're up in the Ozarks, kind of a Native American tribe.
Yeah. So I'm wondering. Yeah, because people just mispronounce. I mean, it's bad, and especially.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce Ouachita, and I live next to it a lot. Like, because I think everybody pronounced it 10 different ways, and nobody told me the correct way.
So yeah, we got Wakita. Is this Aunt Meg eating food at Aunt Meg's? Them getting cleaned up.
Yeah.
And her killing her own cows.
That's so cute. Just such a cute little moment when she's like, "Did you see my cows out front?" What a great setup. This is
and
really
Dusty
fun.
just eating it up. He's just like, hell yeah. I think Dusty wants to just have sex with everybody in this movie.
Yeah, definitely Aunt Meg, definitely Melissa.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They should have ended up together.
And his camper van or whatever, he wants it too, I think. Dusty's just
The barn burner?
The
barn burner. Yeah, we get this. We get the story of the extreme. I like the story of Bill just going up to a tornado butt naked. He wasn't butt naked. He was butt naked. And throwing a bottle into the tornado, and it never came down.
It is a good moment. I think it's a dumb story, but
it is a dumb story.
The way he delivers that last line, and he says, "Have a drink," and you're gonna see in your head, you're gonna see Bill Paxton's butt and him launching like a bottle of Jack, and the bottle never hit the ground. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that does make him seem cool.
That is the extreme.
Meanwhile, Bill Paxton's over there being like, "What's my line? I didn't do that." Bill Paxton fucking sucks. I thought he was a good actor in this movie. He was
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill's it's a struggle in this movie.
There's a lot of lines, especially when he has to say like anything sciencey. Or earlier in like the first scene when he goes, She's like, what is this Dorothy thing? And he's like, it's a tool for tornadoes to get tornadoified. He's like grimacing. He doesn't know what to say.
He's the human barometer, man. He doesn't
It's like
know
he
the
learned how to say the
science.
words by just sound only.
Is he as bad as, and I don't know if you've seen this movie, is he as bad as Mark Wahlberg in The Happening, being a science teacher?
I mean, I don't think anything's as bad as The Happening at all. But The Happening kind of has Twister vibes.
It does have
does,
to. It does.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good pairing, especially with bad science. So we get this, and Melissa. Do you guys feel bad for Melissa the whole time?
He does more than I do.
I have a take that Melissa's supposed to be. I think the movie, and especially in 1996, wants us to laugh at and dislike her. And I think she keeps being like not that hateable. I think she's pretty chill. I think she goes 4 tornadoes before she gives up, which is a lot.
It's a lot of tornadoes.
She woke up that morning. She didn't think she was going any tornadoes. And she went 4 deep. And all of them were traumatic and horrible. And while he's running around with his ex-wife, I think there's like that one scene in the diner where she's a little kind of cunty. And she's like, you're still in love with him, aren't you? I hope you don't think you're getting him back. But she's not even that mean about it. She's just kind of like putting it on Front Street. And then there's the whole, it's 1996, so therapy's a lame thing for lame people that's going on in the movie. Overall, I'm a Melissa truther. I think she's not that. I think she's pretty cool.
A Melissa truther.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
the
her.
movie doesn't want me to think that. I think they want me to go, ew, you should hang out with the cool farm suicidal girl. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess like they're both great, but Melissa's not bad.
Melissa's giving me Andy McDowell and Michael energy. And I think I would like Andy McDowell in this a little bit better than her.
It is the same character, like the kind of fake Georgia Southern, big hair. They would wear the same fits.
Yeah. I don't like her. So I get what you're saying. But I'm also like, yeah, she's justified in everything bad. Like she is sticking it out. Like she just wants to go home, but she's sticking it out for her man. And then it takes 4 tornadoes before she's like, I'm gotta get out of here.
And then she's like, and you know what? It's okay. You don't even have to apologize. And he's like, I didn't mean for this to happen. She's like, I know you didn't. I know you didn't mean for this. She's so well adjusted.
I also feel like the line she delivers, like, I know my way home, is supposed to hit really, really hard, but I don't
know what that means. I don't know where you're from, lady.
She does also kind of like wander off after that, sort of like looking around a little. I'm like, I don't think you do.
Yeah,
You actually do.
I'm not sure you know where you're at.
This is a good point in chat. Also, the 90s loved using therapy as a punchline.
Yeah.
So a therapist is like the bad guy or like an idiot or somebody weird. Yeah, it's funny that the 90s hated therapists or thought
really
therapists were
therapy.
therapists and lawyers.
Yeah. And then look what the 2000s turned into. That was pretty great. 90s. Way to go. Maybe a little more therapy in that decade could have made the following ones a little nicer.
Yeah. So Wakita, we leave Wakita, I guess, go for them to do Dorothy 2.
Yeah, this is Tornado 3 I have, but yeah, it's Dorothy 2.
Dorothy
I
2.
have it written down as the over the hill tornado.
Ooh, that's a good way to put it.
Because
Yeah.
they're like, oh, it's going to go over the hill.
Yeah, they kept saying that, and I was like, I don't understand where this tornado's not at right now that you guys keep telling me it's there. And but Bill knows best. Again, human barometer. He knows where it's going to land, and he's the smartest person on the planet.
This is where you get hail.
This is where we get hailed. Yes, I don't think that hail looks real.
Oh, I know why.
Oh yeah.
It's trivia. They put milk in it so it would show up on camera.
Oh, that's
Apparently they had a hard time finding ice blocks wherever they were in Oklahoma, like ice blocks that were big enough for the hail. There's like a hail machine. And so they had to go like far afield to get ice blocks and spend a lot of money to get them. And they had to make their own. And then like somebody in the practical effects team was like, it's hard to make it show up on camera. Put a little milk in it. It kind of like has something to reflect off of.
Oh, it did not look good.
It didn't look milky, but it was shiny. Like it was like glass.
It looked like glass more than anything. And it made me think that somebody was just on the side over there, just like chipping off pieces of a huge ice block. That's what it made me think. But we get
that. What's his face? Jan de Bont, whatever his name is. He was like, I wish I didn't do like the hail thing seemed like a good idea. It ended up being a headache we didn't need. Yeah.
I did like Bill getting pelted in the back of the truck with the hail. That made me happy. I don't know why. There was something about it.
I think going back to what I said about The Rock is not being a big action person. Like action's really good when there's just like one little element that makes it different from the scene before it.
Yeah.
And action really suffers when the scene before it's exactly like this scene. That's what really bugs me about it, is I get bored easily. And I get it. It's more shooting, but it's still the same thing. So like a tornado is all the way like from top to bottom, gets kind of boring, but this one's got hail. This one's sisters. This one's on water. This one's bigger or disappears or jumps around. Like all of those things make like the next scene interesting to me to make me want to keep going. So the hail adds a little bit that way.
I also think the Dorothys add a little different element too. It's like, okay, we lost the first one completely after getting the second one. We've got it set up and everything, and it tips over because it's too light and all the things are scattered across. And then the third one happens this way, and then the fourth one goes up into the tornado. I have problems with Dorothy altogether, but.
No, I agree. It is a very clever, like it would be in a screenwriting class for like screenwriting for success, not for like art really, but like to have it's like a MacGuffin, right? It's just there to move the plot along, and it's there for us to be like, oh, we need to get from point A to point B, and every new scene we're getting a little further and failing, a little further and failing, and then that's just so easy for the human brain to like be engaged in.
Yeah, and this is also where we get the emotional moment of the movie. I think after the tornado in the hill, the over the hill is cut away and everything, we get, for some reason, the radio is still on and they can hear this entire conversation, and Melissa hears the entire thing of Bill just being like, I'm standing right in front of you.
Well, and Helen Hunt's got her iconic line, you've never seen it miss this house and come for you. He's like, you think that's what happened? It's a great back and forth.
Because I kind of do, but I feel like Cody doesn't like it. But it's not.
What, that line?
Huh?
That line?
Yeah, just that scene. That like the speech.
Honestly, I like that scene a lot, but it's the thing that this movie, the more I think about it, loves to do, where it takes a really good scene and then ruins it with something really stupid right after. Because you've got them having that back and forth, and it's kind of great. And then it cuts to Melissa's hearing it. She's drenched in rain, and Dusty is holding an umbrella over her while they're both clearly still getting drenched in rain. And I'm like, okay, well now I'm laughing. Like I can't not laugh at that. So
yeah, don't put Philip Seymour Hoffman's character on screen after that emotional moment, because I'm sure he says something in that moment. I can't remember if he does or not.
He doesn't even say anything. He's just holding the umbrella, and it's supposed to like, it kind of zooms in on her where she's supposed to like be like kind of crying in the rain, but it's like, bro, this is silly. It's just silly as hell.
There's like there's an establishing shot of them two being there where she's holding the umbrella, and then he's like, "Isn't this crazy?" He's saying like some dusty shit to her. So like that they're there. So it's not like you're not seeing anything for the first time, but it is weird that he's holding the umbrella, that they're quiet together for that long, as there's like a slow pull in. And I kind of think the speech works, and Helen Hunt does as good a job. I like Helen Hunt a lot. Don't get me wrong, but she's not around to be. She's not anywhere she is because she's the best actor in the world. Like she's not. A lot of range, amazing actor, carries a lot of deep drama or nuance. I think she's extremely likable.
I think she is. Yes, I agree. She's got like that Meg Ryan quality, like that extremely likable thing to her. But I also feel like she is as an actress, like a real person. I don't know. Like she gives that. Like she lives next door to me. She lives across the street. She walks her dogs every day. Like that kind of thing. Like that is Joe. She's a little more psychotic because she wants to get killed by a tornado all the time, but like that is what Helen Hunt is to me. That's why I think she worked so well in Mad About You. I think that's why she worked in As Good as It Gets and movies beyond that. As Good as It Gets is probably the best that she got.
It's funny, and not, I'm gonna accidentally sound like I don't know, like an alt-right okay buddy cinephile. It's just when we do our recast for 2026. It's just funny that it's hard to think of actors in their 30s, female actresses, who can carry the butchness of Helen Hunt and come across very female. And it's hard to find any male actors in their 30s that are very popular that can carry masculinity as well as a lot of these 90s movies have.
Well, I think of somebody like
there, but like Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt are hard to recast in 2026.
I agree with that. I think a great comparison, and I did this, and you made fun of me years ago when I said that Jennifer Lawrence was going to be the next like Meryl Streep. I think she's more. I think she's closer to like a Helen Hunt than she is to Meryl Streep. Even like her. Yeah,
She's a
I
little
think
husky voiced. She can pull off the like pretty butch kind of thing with like the clothes or whatever. I don't know, and like maybe it's just that all the kids these days. Maybe it's just me growing older, or maybe it's true that the most famous young actors are all very like fairy princes and princesses. You know, like they're very petite, like, which is like the criticism we had in the '90s is that famous people were like all heroin chic, pretty.
yeah.
It's just kind of confusing though. But Helen Hunt has a quality that made Helen Hunt, famous.
Yes. And like I have another 96 one, but going back to like Jurassic Park, Laura Dern has this a little bit too.
She's my recast for Helen Hunt in '96.
Yeah,
I thought of her in Jurassic Park and said that's perfect. She could do it.
But again, like something with a little bit of edge to her, and again, realness. Like she doesn't look like she doesn't belong in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I think we have too much of that on the it's a common thing we talk about on here all the time. Everybody looks so pretty, man, woman, child. Everybody is so pretty.
It takes me out of modern movies.
It does.
You know, like the trick was to find the prettiest person you've ever seen and make them seem like they could be someone you know. And that was the old trick. And now the trick is like, yeah, you'll never have like it's to make you feel like you're looking at Instagram when you're watching a movie. It takes me out of it, but other people like it.
And they're still out there. And I've tried to, I think I'm going to make a list because I keep going back to the same actors over and over again to recast these movies. And I'm like, I've got to put together, I got to start watching movies and be like, I like that guy, even if it's somebody that I've never seen before. So it's just a problem I have with modern movies. All right. Back to what we're talking about.
Anyways, this, you're right. This is the emotional heart of the movie, and then now this starts to go from will they, won't they, will they? Then all right, how are they going to get this done and like walk away safe together? Is kind of like this.
And I will say
the mountains of their relationship.
This is Bill Paxton's best moment, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise in the movie he doesn't deliver a line well.
But he gets one line here coming up that I love, and
he goes when he says, "What's standing in front of you?" and she's like, "What's that?" and he goes, "Me." Like I feel that. I feel that. I wonder if the speech might have not popped off a little better if it didn't turn into "Stop caring about your dead dad and be in love with me." Like it's weird that all of a sudden it turns into that so fast. And there's a version of that scene where it doesn't. You don't need her overhearing it. You don't need Melissa overhearing it because it's not a thing that's about their relationship explicitly. But
you don't need it either for Melissa to be like, "Nah, I'm good." Like she's already had plenty of reasons at this point to.
Oh yeah,
like out of there.
They're in mortal danger and arguing about her deep trauma. Like that's all. Like a smart person needs to like.
He keeps choosing.
A therapist needs to know. Oh, they're still in love. Like that. This is not. I don't need to be here anymore. You know.
He keeps leaving her with this psychotic man to be with his ex-wife and to get a signature that's never going to happen. Like, yeah, she's got plenty of reasons. She doesn't need to overhear this.
Which again, many times they're like, "Oh no!" Like I think the movie's supposed to be like, "Yeah," and she's getting left behind with Dusty. She never once treats Dusty like anybody other than like another person who deserves respect, like we all do. She's totally nice. She's not freaked out by Dusty at all.
She's learning too.
She's asking questions the entire time about what he's interested in. She's the real victim.
I'm a Melissa truther too.
She's like, well, explain that to me. I don't know how the F scale works. There's a whole thing where she's like looking at the steak, like she's grossed out by steak, which I guess is like, oh, she's a city girl or something. But then she never says anything, and then she eats the food and asks questions about what they're all interested in. It's like a nice person.
She's just a victim. All right, next scene. Drive-in theater, probably.
The drive-in motel snack shack air hanger auto garage combo.
Yeah.
They had to have built this all right. This doesn't exist in real life.
Talk about a third space.
Yeah, why don't we have this? They had this in 1996 in Oklahoma.
Yeah, we don't have these anymore.
They just don't make them like they used to, guys.
That's the thing. If I had kids, it'd be like making them watch this movie and be like, "Oh yeah, we used to have those all the time." I just lie to them.
Every single city had one.
That's where we keep our crop dusters and watch our movies after we get done crop dusting. Get some Tasty Freeze. We're good. I love the drive-in. I mean, I think it's so good with The Shining playing up on the screen. Specifically the scenes that everybody knows with the twins, and it kind of goes along with the twins that we got earlier in the movie.
Oh yeah,
come play with us, Danny. That's what those twisters were saying.
Oh yeah.
See?
And then he's stuck in the bridge. There's like a straight hallway with no escape.
Yeah.
It's like you got to go back, you got to go forward.
Jan de Bont. taken, and they pay homage to Kubrick in this movie because 2 characters are named Stanley and Kubrick. So
Yes.
Who's named Kubrick?
I think it's somebody that's on the bad guy team.
Yeah.
Who's named Stanley?
Yeah, another guy on the bad guy.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I didn't learn the names.
You don't know all the characters in Twister from 1996.
I'm wondering if all the guys on the bad guys team were like joke names then, because Tony, which is Anthony Rubb's character, there was a Tony Twister who played in the NHL in the 90s. So
good.
yeah.
Bubba. I don't know.
Gump
That
Street.
guy is Abraham. Yeah, Bubba, maybe. I don't know. Kubrick, yeah, is the bad guy, obviously. We get, they're watching, and again, this just goes to show like tornadoes could happen at any time. We don't get any warning. Dusty says, "Hey, got Doppler here. It's headed straight for us." And then Bill Paxton with my favorite line in this entire movie, which is, "It's already here."
Already here.
He doesn't say it like I thought he did, though. I thought he screamed it.
No, he didn't scream anything. He delivers every single line in the same exact way. He's like, "Hey, Meg, good to see you," and it's already here.
It's already here, Meg. The best line he says is, "I standing right in front of you."
Yeah.
Me. That's the best that he does, because he think he has to yell at that point.
He says "honey" like 100 times.
"Oh,
And I'm
honey."
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. He's like, he keeps forgetting that she's being traumatized.
Yeah.
He keeps going,
"Oh, honey."
"Oh, fuck, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry." And then he's like, anyways, 2 hours later, "Oh, honey, you're right there."
He has to tell her it's okay about 1,000 times when it is not. Like
It's
when
not
they're
okay.
like, this scene is a good example because they're in the pit of the mechanic shop. Shit is flying at them from every direction. Dude gets his head cut open.
Preacher, yeah.
And he's just holding her and being like, "It's okay. It's okay." He might even throw a calm down in there somewhere, or maybe
Oh, man,
I
I
imagine
wish
that,
he
but that's the
would.
vibe.
Because the storm dies down into him saying it's okay to her, or like the noise dies down into him saying it, and he's saying it in the tone of like, "Why won't you believe me?" It's okay, honey. It's okay. It's like, no, it's not okay.
Trust, fam. Trust. Now the drive-in theater is great. We get the scared guy in the truck that's been chasing tornadoes for and suddenly he's scared of tornadoes. Where did those Tasty Freeze people go?
Oh, they
I
went
want to know
underground.
that. 'Cause
Get
she's
to
like,
a
"Get
basement.
underground."
She said, "Go underground." They're like, they just pick up their pickaxes and they're like, "We're going."
Does
Soft serve.
every
I've got to get
Tasty Freeze have like an underground, and we just don't know? Like, I mean,
You'd have to
that
ask
whole scene
Oklahoma.
and all the people that drive in, where the hell did they go? Like, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
you don't see the. You would think there'd be like, I guess they don't want it to be so horrifying with the body count.
Yeah.
So, you would think there would be like extras running everywhere, and there's not.
I think we did need more death in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
you get Jonas's too late, and I think Jonas's death is pretty dope. Although it's very silly.
it's very
That he
Final
comes back
Destination.
at all and all of that. It's all very silly, but I think it's really dope. But it's like affecting. It's very quiet and it just happens like brutally. So yeah, I mean, more death earlier could have helped.
Yeah, just give me like CGI bodies going up into the sky, like something like that.
Yeah, you've got like 9 virgins around. You don't need them all. Kill them all.
I mean, kill them all. Like, I need like the guy to, in the Titanic, which we do next year. Like the guy getting killed by the like falling onto the propeller.
Yeah.
Like, we need silly stuff like that, like a combine. We see the combine go over Joe and Bill. Like, get somebody cut up by a
get somebody
combine.
impaled by like a fence post. Yeah, or like one of those little rooster wind vanes, and it's just like going around crazy. You don't know which way the wind's blowing because it's coming through his chest. Yeah, and also like you get too many of
serious film. So
Oh, this is a serious film. I
This is
forgot.
a
It's
serious
not
film.
Twister by Trauma. You have so many of those people, like they kind of squeeze in what some of those people do. But like Rabbit doesn't need like a little assistant. I think that's Slackjaw. They could kill all Slackjaw.
Slackjaw is a very important piece of the 90s. He needed to be there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if someone gets knocked out by a flying cow.
Yeah, give me something like that.
Yeah.
But Slackjaw should die for folding the maps.
That's true. He was the one who folded the maps.
I read how important that was in the 90s to not fold maps.
Yeah, I think if you like your job is to look at maps really fast, yeah, you want to roll them for sure.
You want to roll them. And
I think if your job is maps in general, then you respect maps and you just roll them. Period.
I respect maps always.
My job is maps.
A lot of people's jobs is maps.
1996, and my job is maps.
The Yeah Yeah Yeahs put a song out about it. That's how important it was. It's true. But this also sets up our scene in Wakita.
Yes.
Going back to what
I think that if you wanted to edit this movie down, you get rid of this. It's good, but I don't think it's necessary.
I completely honest, I thought Aunt Meg died. I have spent 30 years being like, yeah, they kill Aunt Meg in this
Yeah, they
situation.
fucking kill it. I mean, honestly, we were just talking about it. Like, if you want to make this like a real thing, like you should kill Aunt Meg. Why go back just to see like she's fine and doesn't care about her house? Like,
But then you don't get the amazing line of you've got to stop this.
somebody's got to stop you.
Somebody's got to do something about these tornadoes.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Sage pointed out when I brought it up, like if you don't go back there, you don't get her like looking at Aunt Meg's art and being like, "Oh, I know how to make the Dorothy thing fly," which is also confusing because there's like two problems with the Dorothy design, and fixes one of them that we were never told it exists until it's being fixed, and then the other one we're told exists and gets fixed at the end.
I don't think either of these are problems, and
It doesn't seem like they're problems. It seems like the tornado is going to pick up the stuff. So
Yeah, I agree.
even if it gets one sensor, you're getting information.
Yeah.
I have a whole problem.
I think even if you had like a t-shirt gun and just shot those sensors into the middle of it.
Like seriously.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you
Just
can do.
get
You could
Slackjaw and tie them to Slackjaw and send them
get in a
out there.
plane and like crop dust a line in the damage path and they would just pick them all up.
Just nuke the thing with
Yeah.
sensors.
Nuke
Just drop a
tornado.
bomb in it. I mean, that's seriously what it is. Yeah, so Wakita happens. It's 45 minutes away, so there must be just tornadoes everywhere. 525,600 twisters. I love that name. Thank you. But that's how many were happening in Oklahoma at this time, because there was one at the drive-in. It wasn't the same one in Wakita, 45 minutes away. Everybody is now sad because now Aunt Meg can't feed them food anymore. That's her whole point of existing for these storm chasers, is to feed them and to have that last rally cry to stop
All
the
her art got
tornadoes.
ruined.
I don't give any care about her art.
Now we know.
somebody else was making it for her. Like, she's telling the kid where to weld
Yeah.
the stuff in the very beginning.
Weld right there. Yeah, and he's like, all right.
Yeah, so it's not even her art. Aunt Meg sucks.
Hot take.
That's my hot take for
Crazy.
this. She sucks. All right, next scene.
Well, it's the fifth and last tornado, right? It's the F-fifth tornado.
Mhm. The finger of God.
Finger of God. Or as it's also said, that fatty's got to be a mile wide. The tail on that fatty's got to be like a mile wide, I think they said.
I also don't think it's a mile wide.
Well, at times it looks a mile wide. At times, when they're close to it, it definitely doesn't.
Well, it's only because they only have it on the half the screens. You can't see the rest of
Yeah.
the tornado. You only
You
see.
can't see a mile wide.
I can see a
can.
mile wide.
Maybe when it's flat, I guess.
When
I
it's
don't
flat,
know.
yeah.
You can see a
see
fatty
whole
from
mile at a
a
time.
mile.
You can see like fucking 80 miles away when it's flat and clear.
I don't. Maybe it was a mile. I don't know.
Right? Am I crazy? Like you You never been up on like a tall thing and they're like on a clear day you can see this thing from here?
Okay, that's fair. I just the concept of, and then when you look at the destruction of the tornado at the end of the movie, it has that like zoom out credit
does.
scene.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not a mile
That
wide.
is not
of
a mile
damage.
wide.
Like,
It
that's
looks a mile wide at the in Dorothy 4. It looks like it's like a mile wide or getting close to it. And then when it gets to Dorothy 5, they get a lot smaller so you can like fit what you need to on screen.
Yes.
fair.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I don't know what.
well, Dorothy 3 and 4.
Maybe
wasn't
they were
a bit.
talking about
Well,
like
yeah, some people are blind.
the diameter. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's what they're talking about.
It's because that's not technically like a mile wide. Like, I get it, and then more, right? Am I saying this wrong? I'm not good
I
at
don't
math.
know.
I'm also pretty bad at math and geometry, so
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
if it's close to the tornado, it never looks a mile
I'm
wide.
no weatherman. but
so chat. Some people can see it, some people can't. You know,
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
not one of those people that can see a mile wide. The final, and this is the most ridiculous part of the movie, right?
This is the most ridiculous part of the movie. Yeah, like what? Like the tanker being picked up?
Everything
Yeah.
happens in this.
there's a lot in these last couple scenes that are like really cool, but then if you pick them apart at all, you're like that's insane.
Which I like this
It's all
scene.
perfect.
It's
What's
all
great-
perfect. Poor Helen Hunt just getting knocked back because they're driving a truck into a cornfield and the door just keeps slamming in her head.
Oh, that happened in shooting, in the filming.
Yeah,
but it
I
didn't
know.
happen in the movie. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just
Yeah.
like, this poor woman just.
Yeah, actually, I guess that's an unrealistic part. It's going to be really hard to open a door that's got to knock over like repeated corn stalks. That's kind of unrealistic.
I mean, corn does not fall over. I mean,
Yeah,
it's pretty easy, I guess, if you're in a 70-mile-per-hour truck. But that truck never looks like it's going 70 miles per hour.
no.
35 at the most.
Well, after they jump off of it, it starts slowing down.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But it just needs to go into the tornado and get picked up.
Yeah, yeah. Did they say it's going 70 miles an hour?
I think she's Florida.
It's Florida, yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, the first time they go to the highway and they deploy almost perfectly, right?
Mhm.
But then they realize that the whole thing's too light and it gets pushed around, and then eventually like a tree branch knocks it over, like a big branch.
Yeah, because then the second big branch is the one that gets stuck under his truck.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you
Yeah,
have
that's
the
fucking
cool oil tanker thing, which I love that scene, or that little bit where they're like, "What is that? What is that?" And then it's flying at you. It's a huge oil tanker, and then once again the movie does the thing I hate, where it takes a cool thing and ruins it. Because then the truck being flung by a tornado lightly kisses the front of that Dodge Ram, which then turns them around, knocks them off of the tree branch, and they're safe. Like,
Oh, I didn't even notice that happened. That's dumb,
Yeah.
yeah.
it like kisses it. It's like the littlest little touch.
I didn't know that's what got them spun around. That's
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah. Well, and that's ridiculous. But also, it's very unrealistic that they could make it through that explosion.
I think your words were perfect.
Drive through the explosion.
Well, my second words were not really perfect, but pretty good.
Yeah, they drive through the explosion, which a lot
Driving
of
through the explosion seems unlikely, so it would be way too hot. They do kind of like they make it look like he's going around, but like he's still going straight through it. And the debris from the truck never seems to be an issue. Like there's just lots of metal that's now being like shot off in all directions.
built like a ram.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Take it back. It's perfect. Dodge Ram could do that.
Yeah, a Dodge Ram could do anything.
Yeah.
I think
A 1996 Dodge Ram, no problem.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure my dad owned a 96 Dodge Ram.
When I was thinking that the scene might not be perfect, I was thinking about my 2016 Jetta. And now that I realize we're talking about a 96 Dodge Ram, I'm going back to perfect.
It's pretty perfect. That's when they got that fresh new design of the Dodge. Like, it looks slick. That's a good looking truck.
Yeah.
Real quick, it's kind of just because it's kind of related. Way earlier when Carrie Elwes, like at the beginning of the movie, because this is where Melissa should have been like, "Get me the fuck out of here." Like one of his team runs Bill Paxton off the road over huge metal pipes that would immediately like flip your truck and like destroy your engine, like would make you spin over, like barrel roll everywhere. And somehow it's just like, oh no, these pipes are like it's almost like loose gravel, and it gets over them. I was like, that's unrealistic and deadly as fuck. You would die doing that.
Dodge Ram. If
Dodge
they were in
Ram.
any other truck.
Yeah, I take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dodge
And the
Ram
guys in the bad guy team, they knew it was a Dodge Ram, so they probably felt safe doing that.
Yeah, they were like, we can push this guy off the road easily. This, not to discount this, but this is where we get Jonas's death and him pushing his friend to just keep going. And this poor guy is just like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this. He's like, hey, I'm your boss.
Yeah, don't be a bootlicker, guys.
Seriously.
It seems fine for now until it's not, and then you're like, oh, well, I didn't know that they were gonna kill me.
Also, if I'm the driver, it doesn't matter at this point. Like, I'm in control.
Yeah.
And if that guy tries to grab my wheel, I'm.
And specifically, one of the running themes with Carrie Elwes is that he's just cribbing off of like Bill and Joe's expertise the whole time, anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like this guy has like firsthand knowledge that like Carrie Elwes doesn't know what he's doing, Bill Paxton knows what he's doing. We keep copying his moves. We keep waiting for him to move so we can move with him. And so then when he's like, yeah, I don't think Bill would try to kill us. I don't think he would be wrong. He definitely should have been like, yeah, I gotta turn around here.
And then we get the Final Destination scene where he just takes it to the face, and then the whole truck gets sucked up, and they're just like,
oh, you get to see a free fall.
yeah.
Free fall's cool.
Well, and then it explodes at the very end,
that's also
just to
cool.
make sure they're dead.
And that's where you get the very 1 second clip of Melvin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a very brief.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't notice.
Yeah, I was very excited to watch this movie. I was like, oh, Ryan's going to love this. Melvin's in it. We've done 3 Melvin movies at this point.
We've been so busy today. This is the first day I haven't looked at the cast. The first time I've ever been on the podcast, I haven't looked at the cast, or I would have noticed.
You would have noticed. I get it. So, yeah, Bill, they decide that, the only way this thing's going to work is if we drive it straight into the tornado.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Got to turn it on, too. Got to flip all those switches.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. Dorothy is a problem.
I agree with all the switches. Also, later on, when it's when Bill Paxton's doing it in the hail, it takes him so long, and there's so many switches. It's so hard to do.
I love it though.
Joe's boop, 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 ready to go.
Yeah, I love him getting pelted with them. So yeah, they drive it in there, but then it's not the end of the movie. Great, we get all the data, but this tornado is still a mile wide, and we have to outrun it,
which they do on foot.
On
foot.
No problem. As farm combines are being picked up around them, and homes are being destroyed around them, they are just on foot out of there.
So how does gravity work in that situation?
And then even the scene when they tie themselves to the pipe, and they're it's the big iconic scene in the movie. They're upside down, and their legs are all flailing around. I'm like, yo, it really looks like the tornado at least rip your clothes off, if not rip some of your skin off of you.
No.
No.
The debris flying around.
I
It doesn't
agree.
just
I
avoid
think the
you.
crazy part I think the pipe is actually legit science. I think
What kind of pipe
the
is
crazy
it?
thing about that is the debris. The debris is just they're showing so much of it. It's going to slice you or kill you or hit you in the head or something.
Yeah.
Those are irrigation pipes that go
Clothes
30
on you.
feet down.
Depends on how your clothes are on you. If you have loose fitting shorts, it's gonna get ripped off for sure. But she's wearing overalls or whatever. He's got a belt on. That's
No,
fine.
We also know that tank top's not coming off.
Yeah,
We can only hope.
I know,
We can
right?
only hope.
yeah. That's
But,
why
like,
most of us watch this movie.
Off a building, but it can't tear part of your jeans away. That's. I don't know that I have that much faith in denim.
Yeah. Also, I think tornadoes move Tornadoes move really slow sometimes. I think the average speed. I think I looked it up while we were watching. The average speed of a tornado is 35 miles an hour, which you could not sustainably outrun for a while. But that's an average speed. I think a big fatty like this one might be moving at 20 miles an hour. If you're running for your life, you could outrun it or keep up with it.
But that tornado moves fast, and Chat's right. It would definitely take their clothes off. It's a fast mover.
Well, you got the gooner in chat saying that.
This tornado goons like nobody's business, and he's trying to tear some clothes off. We didn't even mention the barn that they go in. With all the sharp objects in it. No barn exists like that in the world except for a serial
That's just
killer.
good sharp object safety. You don't keep all your dangerous things together. Now, it not being locked is unfair. That's not cool. But
yeah, no, that's Ed Gein's house. That's his farm.
Well, you grew up on a farm, Cody. What'd you use? Blunt instruments?
I mean, we didn't keep 75 scythes in one room.
There's a lot of size in there.
A lot of scythes in there.
Maybe. Yeah.
It might have been Death's house. Ooh.
Yeah. Which is why it wasn't picked up. Also, they make a big deal after it. After it's all over,
Take the house.
He goes, wow. Wow. Take the house. We were like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it didn't take the house. It didn't take them. They kiss, they make up, they're wet. They're so wet in this movie. Everybody's
I will say,
wet.
when I was a little kid, them flying from the pipes and being able to see the inside tornado that's inside the big tornado, that was cool as fuck when I was a kid. It looks pretty cool.
This movie confused me for years because I thought that the inside of a tornado was supposed to be calm and a hurricane, and the inside of a hurricane is the calm part. I got these confused a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was doing the same thing.
Okay, see, thank you. I feel validated. And
That's not
like,
this movie's fault though. The inside of a tornado you see in here, and it's not calm.
it's that's the suck zone.
Yeah, that's the suck zone.
It's important. All right. Everything ends happily ever after. They get back together and the tornado Dorothy flies and we stop tornadoes forever.
She's flying, man. Philip Seymour Hoffman losing his shit, getting the team hype.
Speaking of favorite characters or scene stealers, who's your favorite character or scene stealer in this movie? Melissa.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Melissa. No, I'm kidding. It's not Melissa. Come on. It's Dusty.
Yeah, he's exceptional. The only other scene stealer I had was really just Helen Hunt's outfit.
Yeah.
That costume designer is crazy, and she did a ton of work on a whole lot of stuff. But I mean, I feel like nothing's ever really gonna stand out quite as much as the white tank jumpsuit. Chef's kiss.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's fabulous. That is the best character in the movie is her wardrobe.
The costume designer for sure.
And that Dodge truck.
And the truck did a lot. Honestly, like Joe's truck goes away so fast, but I remember it so well. It's a cool truck.
Yeah.
I could have done with more of it in the movie.
It kind of reminds me of like the Pizza Planet truck.
A little bit.
Toy Story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like raised up. It's kind of like a mud, a mudden truck. I wonder if it's not important, but yeah, I guess they could have waited like till a second tornado to like do the plot thing where it's now his truck. But
yeah,
I'm pretty sure like Philip Seymour Hoffman, loving him so much, and him having like an epic side character moment, and Helen Hunt are the only two real standout characters and actors.
Yeah,
in the movie, so it's going to be some version of those for all of those questions.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good side actors and moments. Like, I mean, Cameron's doing a good job. I think Carrie Ellis is doing a good job, but like a lot of that stuff's cut out so much. Aunt Meg is really good. Like, she's good on screen. She's very charming and believable as her character. But
I don't like her whenever she's hurt.
When she goes back to Waikita, yeah.
It's just, there's a lot of wailing. And
they're supposed to show that she's a real brassy broad, but it's like very like written. It's just like, oh, I'm going to drive myself to the hospital. It's like, no, you're not, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, I don't love her in that. Yeah, it's just Dusty for me.
Dusty all the way.
All right, favorite quotes from this movie. Because I feel like if you're a big Twister head, you have like little moments that you will say, like vocal stems that like will stick with you.
It's vocal stems in this movie because the lines aren't that good.
No.
Yeah.
So, to my Twister heads.
You got one?
I think the I Gotta Go, Julia, We Got Cows is one that I have written down.
Yeah.
Classic.
And then I loved it was during the Over the Hill one was the first one where it was she's on the radio and she's like, hail, we've got hail, and then like 10 seconds later, debris, we've got debris. And I just love that, like it's very formulaic because it started with cows, we've got cows. And
they also, and it's like they only do it in one of the tornadoes where all of the crew announces who's talking first and they say it twice. Where they're like, mullet, this is mullet, and then they say their thing, and then someone's like, bucket hat, this is bucket hat, and they say their thing. They do it a lot. Because then Philip Seymour Hoffman calls himself barn burner for driving the bus or whatever, but he says it twice and then says his thing, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. But then they don't do it before or after. That's
yeah.
I also love when they're first getting onto the road to their, they all have their own little moments in this movie. Like Rabbit has his own line or whatever, but Belzer, quoting Star Wars goes, "That's no moon, it's a space station." I love that.
That was from Star Wars?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars quote.
Okay. I didn't understand that at all.
It's funny because I realized today when we watched it last night, I wasn't paying attention when that happened. And then you said, did he say something about space station? I was like, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but I know that's a Star Wars quote for sure.
Okay.
But I don't like that moment. That's very, it's like Gen X masturbatory. I get it. Star Wars quotes.
I love it because he says it the way that he does. Which is not how Obi-Wan says it in the movie.
No,
it's Alec Guinness, being very proper, prim and proper. That's a space station. Yeah, so that's my Belzer one.
I really don't have many. I got the speech, but we don't need to read through it. And then the suck zone, it's the point basically when the Twister sucks you up. And then he goes, that's not the technical name for it, of course.
You think he improv that?
I don't know. Because I wish he had better lines because he delivers them so good. I wish Because there's that whole like the scene where he's like, "Hey, we're next to Wakita," and he starts going, "Food, food," and they all start chanting it. Like it's a dumb line, but like he and the rest of them make it really good.
He almost has some lines in this movie that are like Pauly Shore-esque, and I know how much you love Pauly Shore. He's gonna rue the day he came up against the extreme, baby. Bill, I'm talking imminent ruage.
Imminent ruage is very surfer lingo, Pauly Shore. Yeah.
There's one I hadn't noticed before that I want to start using, which is when he sees Bill for the first time and he's like, "Oh, the extreme," and then grabs his hand and goes, "A manly handshake ensues."
A manly handshake ensues. It's very funny.
Really love that a lot.
That's a good one. We already quoted "Rabbit is good, rabbit is wise." I love that.
That's good though.
I have a friend that loves this movie, and she says that line every time I talk about it.
Yeah, it really is. It really is the vocal the line deliveries that make it all the stuff so good. I think the best line in the whole movie is Cary Elwes says, "Today we're going to make history, ladies and gentlemen, so stick around because the days of sniffing the dirt are over." And then somebody 10 months later in ADR was brought into the studio to say, "Better than what you sniff."
I love that his big like gotcha is sniffing the dirt, because that's that's a reference to Bill like doing his like weird stuff.
Because the first time we watched it or whatever, I was like, why does he say that? It's so funny that he just says it to begin with. And then later you do see like Bill Paxton do his like, and he's like kind of becoming one with the storm.
I wish he did just lick his finger and be like, "Tornado."
Yeah,
we gotta go, guys.
Yeah. Which they also do in Twisters in the reboot or whatever. They kind of make that scene happen again.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this about Twisters, and this is what pisses me off about this movie. Every time it comes up in conversation, I have to say it. Twisters just kind of redoes this movie, but then it's all about Helen Hunt falling in love with Cary Elwes, in my opinion. There's like a YouTuber fuckboy who comes around just for the views, and then the scientist that she's hanging out with is actually an evil guy, and the movie's all about learning how she should embrace the fuckboy of it all, and then like hang out with the YouTuber. It's pretty good.
Is she the daughter of Bill and Joe?
No, there's like one sly little mention because of their technology being built on the technology in this movie. But it is, again, like just one, it's like 48 hours of chasing around tornadoes to try to get this new piece of technology off and all the personalities involved. So it's just like a remake in that sense.
Okay. I thought maybe
it's not really connected to this movie very much.
Bummer. Any other lines that we're missing? All right.
The last one. When you used to tell me that you chased tornadoes, deep down I always thought it was just a metaphor.
What's it a metaphor for?
Yeah.
Well, I can see how it'd be a metaphor. It's a pretty easy metaphor, but just like going after danger or whatever, fucking my life up on purpose. But I don't know if she really means that, or if she's just saying like, I never really thought about what you were talking about.
She's a meteorologist, like.
Yeah. I don't know what that line means. It's just a funny line.
I did like when she is breaking up with him and she goes, I can't compete with this. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah.
I thought that made her actually kind of cool. And I didn't like her most of the movie, but that was like a redeemable line where it was like, oh, like you get it. Like he's after like this life that you aren't any, you can't stand up to that.
So how long do we think they stay in a relationship after this?
What, him and Joe?
Yeah.
Forever.
I don't think they live for another year.
Yeah, she definitely kills herself in the next F5. She's like, we did this once before.
I think they get in a fight at the Dodge Ram dealership and they murder-suicide each other.
She runs him over. I like that. Biggest laugh, cry, scare, or thrill in this movie? Any moments that hit hard emotionally?
We both had a pretty good laugh at the scene where Helen Hunt's mouth is just weirdly open for a long time while he's like.
Well, it's when he's adjusting. Like, let me get that microphone on you because you gotta like, let me get this like walkie-talkie strapped to your waist, and she's got glasses on, and she's just like. Her mouth is just hanging over and her tongue is just like poking out for like 20 seconds. Like she's so fucking horny. She's so horny in that scene. And I kept going, close your mouth, man. It's very
horny,
funny.
this is a horny movie.
Yeah.
It's a horny movie.
And I mean, I'm not against her being horny. She's just like, she's really putting it out there. She should be a little more subtle about it. He's still married, and he's not married.
Anything else?
We talked about most of them. Melissa has a lot of screaming moments that are funny. Like I can't remember exactly when, but Melissa gets a lot of like jump scare screams that are pretty hilarious. And then I have when Carrie Elwes is like in his very snobby way, being like, the storm's heading in the eastward fashion, boys. We're gonna have to be turning right up here. And then they see the like skid marks going to the left, and the guy's like, "Oh, they turned left. Should we do that?" And he goes, "Do it."
Yeah, do it. Man, they make quick turns in this movie.
Yeah, it's cool.
Super quick turns. All right, let's talk about any of the ridiculous or WTF moments.
The score the entire time. I can't handle it. It's so bad. It doesn't fit the movie. It doesn't make any sense. There's like the opening scene. They're like flying over the fields, and it sounds like it's about to be Wild Wild West. And then like it gets be like, wah, like I can't with the score of this movie.
The Van Halen stuff is not great.
There's a lot of shredding guitars that just calm down so you can listen to Katie Lang for 3 minutes.
And who isn't it? Is it Jan de Bont that loves Katie Lang?
Really? I didn't know that.
I think I looked that up. Is fun fact is that he just like really was into Katie Lang at this point.
That's fair.
Like, I gotta have her in this movie. We gotta put that somewhere in here.
The drive through. There's so many music moments. At one point, there is in the third tornado. There's just creepy chanting, like Gregorian, like Star Wars Episode 1 chanting going on, and then it goes to like no music, which is really dramatic. But it's like every choice, like somebody said, here we can do these 8 things for this movie, and they're like, let's do them all.
I mean, that's how they made the sound for the tornadoes. They just like throw it all in there.
Yeah,
I did when I was looking up because I'm fascinated by the soundtrack to this movie is actually great. There were like 12 original songs recorded by insane artists written for this movie that are just kind of peppered in the shittiest ways. And then you have the score soundtrack, which is horrible. But someone on Reddit, I should have written down their name so I could really call them out right now, compared the score of this to the score of Jaws.
Ooh, no.
And I've never wanted to find someone so badly in my life and just tell them to their face that they're wrong.
I don't get it. Like if you found one thing that sounded like Jaws in one moment, I can understand, but the score is so all over the place that it can't be similar to anything.
It's the movie in the same way that the score of Jaws fits Jaws, and I just like nothing about it fits. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is all over the place. And even the soundtrack is a little bit all over the place. I mean, you've got Rusted Root and like Joe Diffie and Goo Goo Dolls, and Deep
Lisa
Purple, Lisa Loeb, Tori Amos.
On there. The Red Hot Chili Peppers have a song on there that's the first Red Hot Chili Pepper song I've ever liked in my life. So that's kind of crazy because it sounds like Fish. It's a really weird song. Mark Knopfler, Alison Krauss, Tori Amos, like the soundtrack is wild.
Very 96. This is the most 96 thing about this movie.
Yeah.
Alison Krauss.
It's like a Lollapalooza all in one movie.
Oh, it's Morricone's on there. It's great.
Yeah, Morricone's in there too. What's he doing?
And
how do they have room for him?
And then Respect the Wind by Van Halen. Classic.
Great. Yeah, really fantastic.
Okay. Why would you here's another, this is a WTF. We kind of mix the two on this music and things, but like Joe asked him if he's got full coverage on the truck, and he says he doesn't. That's a brand new Dodge Ram, 96 Dodge Ram, no full coverage. Come on.
Liability only.
Liability? I was so mad. And my adult dumb brain, I'm just like, you have liability on this? They wouldn't let you have insurance on this truck with just liability. That's stupid.
Nowadays, I don't even think they
I don't think they would let you do that.
Because when I was a kid and I had to like ask my parents what that meant, it made me think that when you were an adult, like there was 2 kinds of people in this world. You know,
liability people,
full coverage people, and full insurance people. And that's how I understood it. And then I grew up and I was like, no, everybody has full insurance. Like I don't know anybody who just buys shops for liability only.
Now the difference is they either don't have insurance or they have insurance.
Yes,
the only
exactly.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one, and then Meg asking Joe to stop the tornadoes.
Well, I had a couple of all of them like discovering the aluminum can fix for the problem that hasn't been described yet, and then cutting all of those aluminum cans in presumably like a half hour.
Yeah.
That's all-
Pepsi man paid a lot for this movie.
Yeah, honestly, Pepsi probably came in with money late to like deal with their overages, and then they're like, "How do we get Pepsi in here now that we've shot 3/4 of the movie?" So that's how all that happened, I think. My favorite, the funniest, dumbest moment in the movie to me is when they're describing the F scale to Melissa at Aunt Meg's, and they go through like, yeah. Then he's like, "Yeah, F4 is pretty good. F4 will relocate your house." And then Melissa goes, "Well, is there an F5?" And everybody goes,
I can't believe she said it.
"I can't believe she said it out loud." He goes,
Isn't it?
he's like, "So none of you have seen one?" And she's like, he's like, "One of us has."
And they all look upstairs.
What's the
She's putting on a white tank top right now.
Like, the idea that no one like just say, literally like you hear like glasses drop and like spoons clatter on plates or whatever because she says the words F5. It's so funny.
Again,
It
science
is-
is not a part of this.
It is right after one of the characters says, "Oh, it'd be so cool to see an F4."
Yeah.
Like they're excited about that, and then the next thing is like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" Like you don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Thank God she didn't ask about an F6.
Can you imagine?
That's
about
two
an
fingers
F1?
of
Yeah,
God.
they could have just hit her with a frying pan. Drag her out back to the sidebar.
Oh my gosh. Any other moments?
The last one, Sage kind of mentioned it earlier, but it was really funny because I just noticed it the very last time we watched it after seeing this movie so many times. In the beginning, they like you meet everybody, and then they're like, they get some. It's happening, guys. We gotta go, and then they roll off in the road like really fast, like they're gonna go chase a tornado. And then Bill Paxton's like, "Oh, she didn't sign the papers. I'm gonna follow them." And then the next scene is them all pulling up to. Then they meet Carrie Elwes and get run off the road, and it's all really dramatic. Then they're all just hanging out at a restaurant for a few hours.
Yeah. It's another one of those unique spots where they have like airplane hangar, drive theater, you got all these things. It's one of those classic.
Enough time to get like a tire change and have like 3 life-changing conversations before they actually start chasing the tornado. But when they're peeling out of the first spot, they're like, "We gotta go."
I do like that they give some time in there. He's like, "How long is it going to take to get this tire fixed?" He's like, "Oh, like 15 minutes. All right, great."
Yeah.
So we get some timing there. So that's like,
Yeah, it's
okay,
funny
now
that
we
they're
know.
Yeah, this is realistic now.
All right, I got an F, Marry, Kill for you. Tornado,
Let's go check.
earthquake, hurricane.
Damn.
I know. You want to have sex with all of them, right?
Yeah,
And there ain't one I don't want to fuck.
yeah. Every single one. That's actually really tough.
I know mine. I mean, I know which one I'm effing.
My dad died in a hurricane.
That's the one I want to F.
I'm just kidding. That didn't happen.
That's fine.
I wish he died in a hurricane.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like listen, I like them fatties. I might go for a hurricane.
Cat 4, Cat 5. What we talk?
Yeah, I mean, I think my first orgasm was to Hurricane Bonnie.
This is not the reaction I thought I'd get from this question.
You know what? I'm having a hard time thinking of what I'm getting out of an earthquake, except drama. Am I right? So probably kill the earthquake,
Right.
fuck the tornado, marry the hurricane.
Okay.
Marry the hurricane?
I'm effing the hurricane.
Okay.
It's got the calmest hole.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The calmest hole is what you said. Oof. All right. Yeah. That's the calm. I was thinking that it's bigger and slower, so it'd be more like a stable relationship.
I mean, yeah.
The tornado's only around for 20 minutes, right?
Yeah. Tornado's going to come and go out of your life. That's a one-night stand.
Yeah. That's
See,
the one.
and I think
It's
that's why
gonna be
I
a wild
marry.
night.
I think that's why I marry earthquake, because earthquakes are happening literally all the time. We just don't know.
Let me say
Also,
this: you go out.
earthquake's always there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
caring. and when they break shit, like we pick it back up and we rebuild.
Yeah, that's true. Going back, like if you go on a date with an earthquake, with a tornado, and you put The Shining in, you ain't gonna see the end of that movie.
It's already here, baby.
It's already here. That's the tornado's eruption.
Cheers.
Yeah.
This was not supposed to be as funny as it is. This is not.
I guess there's something like longevity based in earthquakes. I joke about how every city I've lived in and every city I hear people come from, they're like, do you know we're in the biggest fault line in the world? And one day this is all going to come. Like, I'm like, yeah, I get it. Your weather's crazy. It changes every day. Like every city I've ever been in has told me about their potential for a devastating earthquake. And I feel like there's something, I don't know how to make that translate into a romantic metaphor.
Romance is a disaster. It's basically all.
Yeah, it's the one that got away.
Somebody mentioned the tsunami.
I thought about putting it on there. I was like, it just doesn't happen enough for us. You know, we don't have any kind of way to relate to tsunamis.
That's true.
So, too wet. Who gave the best performance in this movie?
Probably Helen Hunt.
Yeah.
I just put the tornadoes.
Oh. I like that they made them growl the whole time. That was a choice. It kind of really
even the subtitles would be like tornado starts growling.
Growling. Yeah, I would say that. And like, I mean, you can hear it without the subtitle, but then seeing it written, you're like, oh yeah, it really is like growling.
I do agree with you all that Helen Hunt is the best performer in this movie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
everybody's doing a good job. Nobody's bad in this movie except Bill Paxton.
I do not like Jamie Gertz. I do not like Melissa. I think she's bad.
I don't think she's bad. I think she makes weird acting choices, but I also don't think she's getting a lot of help. I think she needs a lot for.
It's not the best written part of this.
Yeah.
No.
But even like the comedy moments, even like her comedy moments when she say, like, I just don't think they hit in the way that they could have hit.
She does she doesn't kind of read autistic. Like her character's not supposed to, but something about her acting does. Maybe it's because her eyes aren't expressive. They're just like the same, like kind of dark, wet eyes, no matter what's going on around her. There's something about that she's like acting all in her voice, but not in her face. Maybe. I don't know. I
would never have said that, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being autistic. But
there's nothing wrong with being autistic. Here on 52/, there's nothing wrong with being autistic. That's what we want to make sure everybody knows that. All right, if we're going to do our recasting, let's go ahead and do some recasting here. 96, 2026. 96, we already kind of mentioned Laura Dern for Joe. Anybody have anything else?
The only recast I have for this movie isn't possible, and it's that they need to get a time machine, go back to 1975, pull Richard Dreyfuss off the set of Jaws, and bring him to play Preacher, because that character is just screaming Matt Hooper the entire time.
He's too big for it, though, right? Like,
yeah,
he can play Preacher, but
he's Krippendorf from Krippendorf's Tribe. We can't.
Yeah.
Also, 1976, he's winning an Oscar for Best Acting. I say just give him Bill Paxton's role.
That's fair. But there's something about Preacher that just really reminds me of Matt Hooper, Richard Dreyfuss, and I wish that he could have somehow also played that role.
Yeah, it would have been perfect for him, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, chat, she has a Richard Dreyfuss tattoo. That's her movie nerd cred. And it's just the words Richard Dreyfuss.
I love that.
In the font of the opening credit of Jaws. But yeah, I couldn't really come up with any other recast. I was I'm bad with actors' names anyway.
You're with a perfect person.
Yeah, I'm not good with actors' names either.
Not good with them either. Bill Pullman, could Bill Pullman be a better Bill Paxton?
No. I thought about it, but I don't think so.
No. I love Bill Pullman.
I think like Bill Paxton's a bad actor, has bad line delivery like half of this movie, but I think he like embodies the character pretty well.
I think he's so much better in Titanic, and he's still bad in Titanic.
What does he do in Titanic?
Exactly.
He is in Titanic, yeah.
The guy
he is, yeah. That's
the old lady.
He's just really pissed off at the old lady because he has to go through a whole story of her lover dying.
Yeah, that's not even comparable to this character. He's just there going, and then
they are very similar though. He's like gives like Dusty energy.
He's got the same delivery for sure. He's got the same like Southern drawl. Yeah,
he's got an earring. It's
Mhm.
important. Those are important details. Anybody for 2026?
No, I had Mel Gibson for 96, but I mean,
Oh, okay.
that's not a hard pull, but I do think he would pull it off well. Like,
He'd
if
give it
it's
a
not
little bit more
obscure,
humor.
huh?
He'd give it a little bit more humor.
I think so, yeah. I mean, he's about to do Braveheart too. I think he could yeah, but he could do he does a lot of good like face humor, right? With his eyes getting big, like a surprise and like and so I think that would help the Lily Sobieski's a pretty good pull for she's too young though here.
She's too young here, but yeah, she is the Helen Hunt. Like,
She's too old in 2026, but the 2006 version might be her.
yeah.
The only other one I had for 96 was Woody Harrelson for Bill Paxton.
Yeah, I think that's really good actually.
Yeah,
I
I'd
kind
take
of
that.
liked.
I would take that.
And then for
At first, I thought
26
you were going to say Woody Allen, and I was like, I don't think that would work here.
Woody Allen would write himself in the role. He's like, I guess this is me.
Oh, look, a tornado.
Oh no, I'm nauseous.
I think he's too old now, but when I was thinking about like modern day actors, I like Timothy Olyphant for Bill Paxton's
Oh.
character.
Because he's sexy.
He would be good. He would be a good 2006 version
Like
too. Yeah.
deadpan, like delivery that Bill Paxton has, but he gives it. I think he would give it a little bit more feeling than like what Paxton does in this.
That's
Yeah.
a good pull though. I think it's more 2006, but pulling him out of Deadwood and putting him right into this, I think he'd fit in really well.
Justified, even. Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I was
Justified
on
is basically it. Yeah.
that. That is it. Yeah, no, that's really
Also, there's
good.
got to be some like Yellowstone actors that would be like good to pull over, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I don't want
I've
any other
never
people.
seen it.
Yeah.
You can also cast Philip Seymour Hoffman's son in the role of Dusty in 2026. Cooper Hoffman.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a fun little homage.
He's the
I
guy
looked
from that Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Licorice
he
Pizza.
did good.
Yeah, I like him.
That was good.
Elle Fanning for Joe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I do
I
like
love
that.
her.
I love Elle Fanning. And then I picked the guy that plays Superman, David Cornsweet for Bill.
David Cornsweet.
Corn Sweat.
Cornsweet, yeah.
His name is David Cornsweet.
It's the most American name you can have, man.
I didn't
I'm
know Corn
David-
sweated.
Sweat.
Corn
Jesus.
Sweat.
That's crazy. That's a crazy name.
He's American, man. So is my Superman.
That's an AI generated actor, David Cornsweet.
I love him. I love him. Anybody else?
That's an alien trying to fit in
Look him
Oklahoma.
up.
I'm David Cornsweet.
That's a sickness that the corn gets in the.
I got the corn sweat.
That's a bad crop that year. It's got the corn sweat.
You cooked the corn long enough. You ate it raw. Now you get the corn sweats.
All right. Anything else casting
26,
wise?
I think the one I use too often, but I think works is Wyatt Russell.
Oh yeah,
But I thought I had a good one for her. Zazie Beetz, I think would be good.
I love her. I want to cast her in everything too. Like
I
whenever
don't really
do
think about her
these.
that often, but I think she has like she's got some like physical like kind of like intense energy or whatever that
Yeah.
like that I think the Helen Hunt role needs. Like I think she needs to be a storm chaser. I
Gotta
think
have
she
good
would crush
arms.
I think she would crush the roll down overalls and everything and be able to like be believable as a woman who's like definitely like chasing tornadoes and getting that close to them. So I think
Yeah,
that'd be good.
definitely need good arms for Joe. No, Glenn Powell is a bad casting choice for.
Well, Glenn Powell's in Twisters. He's the
Yeah.
he's the fuckboy in Twisters. Yeah.
All right, fun facts about this movie. What do you guys have? I hate
Shut up,
chat
Jeff.
right now. Shut up, chat.
When we were looking at the drive-in motel snack shack air hanger combo, I was like, well, there is one place in Colorado that is a motel that the rooms have a window that opens up to a drive-in movie screen.
Wow.
And then you can play the audio in your room. It is the Best Western Movie Manor in Monte Vista, Colorado. And I almost got to stay there for a night, but was not able to fit it into my trip out west. So not about the movie, but there are places like that exist.
There are
where
weird
you
places,
have a
yeah.
drive-in
Bucket
motel.
list item.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah,
gotta be
for
on there.
sure.
Just like the town in Minnesota for the Grumpy Old Men convention that happens. I got to go there sometime.
Oh yeah. I could probably compete. Is it just about being grumpy and old?
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. There's nobody to sign autographs. They're
Grumpy
all
and
dead.
old every year. There's a lot. I didn't even get to read all of it. I didn't have time, but there's a lot of good trivia on this movie. Crazy one. First movie released on DVD and the last released on HD DVD.
Yeah, it's pretty
Ooh.
cool. I like this one about Steven Spielberg. It was his idea to kill off the dad in the opening scene. Typical Spielberg, having troubles with his parents. It's just
That's
like,
true,
come
and
on.
it's such a simple like idea, and it's one of those like movie facts that I could see being repeated too much, but it is genius. Like it's just
Yeah,
because I respect Steven Spielberg. I don't care. You can be mad at me, chat. He makes slop. He makes slop for slop people, and he's so good at it. His slop is art. You know, that's what he does. He's McDonald's. He makes the art of slop. But he knows that there's a formula to it, and you got to kill this motherfucking dad to make the other 4 parts of this machine work, because it's not a complex machine. There's just tornadoes, Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, and you need to kill a dad, and then you're good to go. And you can send that shit to the fucking moon. You can make a lot of money on that.
he's always trying to kill a dad.
Yeah. He gets it.
Dreyfus, you know,
He's
always
genius.
trying to get rid of him in Close Encounters. Like, get rid of him, guys. All right, what else?
Did either of you guys ever go on the Twister ride at Universal Studios?
No, never made it.
Never been.
So it closed in 2015. You walk in and you're walking through the like ravaged town of Wakita. And then you watch some screens where Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt thank you for coming on the ride and tell you a whole lot of facts about tornadoes and about making the movie. And then you stand in a room, hold onto a rail, and they simulate a twister around you with a lot of pyrotechnics because it's Universal Studios and that's what they do. And at the very end of it, because I watched a video of it last night before it closed, Bill Paxton says, "Thank you for surviving Twister. Please check around you for all of your personal belongings and have a great day at Universal Studios."
Wow. You
And I
experience
can
the
hear him
subtone.
performing that line. I know exactly how he read that line.
You actually put too much emphasis on it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you did too
He really
good.
zhushed it up. That's awesome.
That is cool.
It was pretty cool. Like I did go on it, and it was scary. But I went on. They still had the earthquake ride at the same time, and the earthquake one freaked me out way more because growing up with tornadoes, I'm like, okay, I know what this is. I can deal with this. But an earthquake was like a very foreign thing. So
Is that the earthquake? Is that the same thing with like King Kong? Or is that a different thing?
So
at Universal?
now it's called, or they rebranded it to something called like Disaster, and it's more about how they make disaster movies and stuff. But at the
Okay.
time, it was just a earthquake simulation ride where you're in like a subway
Okay.
and an
It's
earthquake.
it's less making horrible things that murder thousands of people fun. It's not about that anymore.
Yeah, well, you know, still that.
I would marry that earthquake.
Yeah. You know what? That's the kind of earthquake I could see him bringing home to meet my
Settling,
parents.
I could settle
What
down.
earthquake's
with
got a
that.
residency in Florida? Like, are you
She's
impressed?
got a job. She's not. She doesn't murder people anymore.
She's one of the good ones.
She's one of the good ones.
After Bill Paxton died in 2017, the Spotter Network choreographed 200 storm chasers to spell out BP with their GPS tracker blips on a radar display to honor him. He's the only person that's ever been done that's not a storm chaser. It's only been done 5 times before that.
How much are you gonna bet they don't do it for Helen Hunt?
They won't,
They won't.
I bet they
even
won't.
though she's the real.
Even though she's a better storm chaser and a better actor, but I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling if Helen Hunt died tomorrow, they're not going to honor her.
Well, they putting HH out there is pretty hard.
Yeah, well, British Petroleum's better. No, it's better, but it's still pretty bad.
I'll take BP over HH.
They're already putting HH out, I'm sure, every day. A recording of a camel's moan was slowed down and used as the sound of the hurricane, of the tornado.
Stop.
I
That's
remember
what it
reading
was?
that in my
Took
Disney
camel
Adventures
noises and slowed
magazine.
them down and mashed it together to make the hurricane, the tornado sounds.
I'm pretty sure there's like a lion's roar in there too. Like
Mhm.
they throw a bunch of stuff, but the camel's moan is the big one.
That's
Yeah.
great because it sounds very animal the whole time. So that's
Yeah.
Wow.
I do respect Foley work is a lot about like, it's a lot of creativity. It's not about being accurate all the time. It's about giving the sense of accuracy in the way that you want the audience to hear it. And so like the creativity that comes with that is pretty cool. I know, like in like Rocky 3, like in the 80s, they were talking about how like Rocky 3 and 4. I've heard the Foley artist being like, by the time we got to Rocky 4, we were just breaking bottles and like chopping wood, and we were just taking 1,000 sounds and shoving them all together, and that's what it sounded like when they punched each other. Like every punch was just like chains and glass breaking and metal scraping all in one punch. You know.
Did you know? Speaking of all this has nothing to do with it. Philip Seymour Hoffman's genitals were visible for a split second in this movie.
I heard that. I haven't looked it up yet.
I think they blurred it out by now, but he lifts his leg in the air while laughing when he's sitting on the lawn chair, and you can see his wang.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I think I read that it leaked because VHS screeners hadn't had it leaked out. Hadn't had it like blurred out, but like the actual end product, it was edited out.
I need to get my hands on that cut.
Yeah. Release the Hoffman. Release the Hoff Hog.
The Hoff Hog. I love that.
The Oklahoma City bombing happened during the filming, and they had to delay filming, and a lot of the crew went and helped with recovery work and stuff because not a lot happens in Oklahoma. But the two biggest things that have ever happened there is the Oklahoma City bombing and the filming of Twister.
That sucks. That sucks so bad.
They're happening at the same time. It was a big year for Oklahoma.
Now, do you guys think that Garth Brooks, Mark Cuban, or Chris Farley would have been a better Dusty than Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Was Mark Cuban an actor?
That's what is written in this bad research.
Okay.
But Mark Cuban is not an actor.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody would be better at anything than Philip Seymour Hoffman was.
Yeah, I mean,
Garth Brooks
is crazy though.
I love
Garth Brooks would be like, I mean, all right, you know what the 2006 version of this would have been if it was made? It would be fucking it would be Blindside. What's his name? And Sandra Bullock. They'd be
Blindside.
What's her husband's name?
Tim McGraw. I'm sorry. I thought you were referring to the son as Blindside.
No, I was talking about the movie The Blind Side. They would make those people the leads, and it would be a shit movie like The Blind Side was.
Are you guys going to go to the house in Iowa, in Hardin County, Iowa, where the house is now a tourist attraction? The rubble from the barn and the fences is still there.
Rubble still there?
Yeah.
There's like, hey, pay us money. We didn't clean up.
The horses survived. That was important.
This movie goes to great lengths to make sure you know that every animal survives except for the cows.
Yeah, the cows.
The cows.
Numerous chickens
have not care about cows. Those are for food. Those
Yeah.
are for funnies and food, not for caring about.
Yeah.
Eight tornadoes in this movie, 3 body count. 2
Who dies? Well, you got Carrie Ellis and the other driver. Huh?
The dad and the bad guys. That's it. That's all.
Wow.
Yeah. Too little body count, honestly.
Yeah.
Anything else? Those are the only ones that I had that were.
No. There's a lot of cool stuff. They used a jet engine from the Boeing 707 to create the wind, meaning they just like propped the engine up, stabilized it, and turned it on as just a floating jet engine to create wind, which is cool.
That is pretty cool.
And then I had Michael Crichton and his wife. They were paid $2 million for the script, which broke the record at the time.
Yeah.
And it made me go back and look because in A Time to Kill, John Grisham broke the record for book rights, not for the script, and that was $6 million. So he had broken the record to sell like
He should have written a book
to A Time to Kill. Yeah, Michael Crichton's like, well, fuck, why am I over here writing scripts? Although it probably takes a lot less time to write a script than a book.
Yeah.
Probably at least a third less, at least a third of the time.
And you got your wife helping you too, like, or maybe he's helping his wife. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. Way to go. You saved yourself.
Women can do things, is what I've heard.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
Apparently, they didn't get the tanker explosion filmed on the first take, according to chat. That sucks.
Yeah, they and I think I read that Jan de Bont he didn't tell the production company. He just like reshot it real fast, so that he would have to say like ask for like forgiveness instead of permission. Yeah. He just went and like it cost him like $500,000 to reshoot it because it didn't explode right and they weren't like pointed in the right direction with the cameras. So like let's just do it again real fast and later on be like, hey, I had to do it twice. It cost a lot of money. Sorry.
Yeah, they did all right. They're fine.
I think they're fine.
All right. Like a fine wine and dish. If you could pair this with another movie for a double feature, what would you choose? We've named a lot of them.
We did watch. I was prompted when we were talking about watching this to like a deep memory was unlocked of this movie that was also from 1996. Sylvester Stallone in Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
We watched it this past week, and I think it's probably the best thing I could come up with to pair with it because it is like the tornado ride, earthquake ride. You know, even though it's not an earthquake and it's an explosion, but it's like an underground. You know, like.
Yeah, it's about people being trapped in a road tunnel while it's flooding. And
which one's better?
Oh, Twister is way better. Yeah, Daylight was. Yeah. Honestly, I had really fond memories of Daylight, and then we rewatched it, and I was like, "Oh, this is a little bit trash."
Good. Yeah.
It's hard not to find obvious things to pair it with, but I did bring up A Simple Plan as a movie that I love and bring up as much as possible. But that's got Bill Paxton in a kind of countrified role, but just different genre for sure. It's a slow burn heist, like mystery kind of thing. Not a heist, but crime mystery, slow burn thriller. It's really, really good.
Have you seen it in Frailty?
Oh, Frailty. Love
I was like, I don't know if I can name another Bill Paxton movie. I'm sure I've seen a bunch.
Love
He's
Frailty.
Still really bad in it, but like the kids kind of outact him, and they do such a good job that
I think the best Bill Paxton you get is that his show about being a Mormon.
Oh yeah, I watched all of that. That was great.
Yeah, I can't think of what it's called. Big Love.
Big Love.
Big Love. Bad name. Yeah, but great show.
Dante's Peak. Anybody? Any fans?
I've never seen it.
I actually do like Dante's Peak a lot. But
Acid Rain gets me every time in that movie.
With the grandma, we watched it in high school or like middle school science because, of course, you know, I went to Mississippi public schools, and like everyone else in school is laughing at the grandma in that scene, and I'm like the one kid who's like crying in the corner, just like so. I like Dante's Peak, but a hard watch.
Yeah, not great at all. Crash, somebody says in chat, I think that's of how horny everybody is when tornadoes are around, and so car crashes are kind of similar. Sharknado,
I haven't seen it.
I think I've seen it, but I don't remember anything about it.
It's so dumb.
It's dumb. Yeah,
this is so
actually
dumb.
When I was trying to pirate this, one of the options, and that took us down a rabbit hole. We didn't watch the whole thing, but we saw a thing called Twister, a musical catastrophe. And then I had to look up what that was about because there was like nobody was even pirating this movie. And it was something made by Ken Kesey, the guy who wrote the Electric Acid Kool-Aid Test and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 60s psychedelic guy. And it was made in the year 2000. And Ken Kesey made a musical with a bunch of his old hippie friends called Twister, a Musical Catastrophe. And his son or somebody related to him uploaded it to YouTube. And we're one of like the 40 people who have ever clicked on that video.
Is there a kick line between a bunch of tornadoes? Like,
no, it's all an onstage musical. It's like a rewriting of Wizard of Oz. And I think it's supposed to be satire, but they're all so old and high that they don't remember how to be satirical about the real world. So they're like, what if Frankenstein was there? Frankenstein's there. And I'm like, oh, we don't. And then the end of it, it's all split into 7 videos. That's the only way this guy knew how to upload it. The last 2 videos are just a jam sesh. It's just some 2000s hippies like jamming out. But Ken Kesey died the next year. So I was like, go watch Twister, then go to YouTube and look up Twister, a Musical Catastrophe, and see the merry pranksters at their merry pranks.
Anything else that you would watch with this?
No.
Okay. Scale 1 to 5. How likely are you to throw this one on again?
5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
I gave it a 3. I'm very middle of the road on this.
It every time.
Overall rating then?
3 overall.
4.
I give it a 3 as well. Everything's fun about it. It's fun. It's a fun watch.
So it's better than The Rock.
It's not better than The Rock, and that's
Independence Day. You know what I never need to see again in my life is Independence Day. I've seen that movie so many times.
I'm okay with that. You're not hurting my feelings.
There we go. All right.
You're not hurting my feelings. You're going for me, but you're not hurting my feelings.
I'm trying to hurt your feelings, but all right, we can find confidence on Independence Day.
Well, that's it. Thank you so much, Ryan and Sage, for hanging out, talking movies. But before we wrap up, because Sage, you are new to this, I have some questions to ask you. And Ryan, I don't care about you at this point. So, so I always ask new guests the same set of questions just to get to know them and why they like movies. Obviously, we know that you like some movies, but what is your favorite movie, or do you have a top 5?
Jaws is the best movie ever made. No more perfect piece of film could ever be made. And I love it so much. I watch it multiple times a year. We had like a 50th anniversary Jaws party last year. Yeah, I go pretty hard in the paint for that movie.
Did you get the Jaws wine?
What?
There's Jaws wine.
Why don't we have that?
I'm sorry, I got you the Lego set.
That's true. He did give me the Lego set. Yeah. No, I didn't know anything about Jaws wine.
Yes, Jaws wine exists. It is I guess it's a white. It's in a blue bottle though.
It's
And
gotta be a red, right?
No. It's you can
Oh,
see
it's
the
a great
shark.
white wine. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
and but it looks blue. It looks like the blue water. It's got you can see through it a little. It's
Yeah.
It still exists. It's not
Is it
like a one-time
good?
thing. Oh, I haven't had it. I just
Okay.
I'll wait. We can all share a glass together.
Wine's the only thing that could age as good as Jaws.
Yeah, it's true. I love Jaws too, and I feel like I've brought up Jaws several
Jaws is
times.
all right. Jaws is better.
Um,
Jaws 4, though. The Revenge.
I get made fun of so much on here for saying that I think that Jaws is a perfect movie.
It's a perfect movie. It's a perfect movie. Like the casting, the
It's better than
characters,
Twister.
It's better than Twister.
It is definitely better than Twister, but yes, I've
Everyone
been
in
made
it can
fun of.
act.
True. There's no Bill Paxton in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even the kid is a better actor.
truly.
There's a lot of good actors in Jaws for sure.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. I'm with you, Sage, on that one. Do you remember the first movie that you watched, or is there a favorite from childhood that's not Jaws?
I don't know that I remember the first. Well, when I was a kid, anytime I would go stay with my great aunt, she would take me to Blockbuster and I would get to pick out the movie. And every week I either picked Bambi or The Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, Brave Little Toaster.
Just
so
for a
good.
long time in my life.
Those are traumatic movies too, for you to just be like, I gotta see this again.
I mean, Drip Drip Drop Little April Showers goes pretty hard. That's still a banger. But yeah, Bambi is an interesting thing to like want to watch over and over.
It was weird. I don't know why I picked it. The Brave Little Toaster was my favorite of the two.
That's
I
good.
loved the electric blanket from Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, good.
Lanky.
Vacuum and the lamp and the radio, always talking in like baseball talk. Oh,
Yeah. Favorite actors? Do you have any favorite actors that I mean?
I'm so bad at actors.
Richard Dreyfuss.
I guess Richard Dreyfuss. I mean, obviously, big fan.
Big Dreyfuss head.
Big Dreyfuss head.
Big
When I
fan
got
of.
the tattoo, the artist was like, "So you like American Graffiti?" And I was like, "Obviously, this is Jaws. What's wrong with
Yeah.
you?"
No, I'm just really into Mr. Holland's Opus.
Yeah.
This is a definite Mr. Holland's Opus
Okay.
tattoo, or narrating Stand By Me. Great voice, I will say.
Great
like
voice.
he is a good narrator. Love it. Like Dreyfuss is awesome.
Mhm.
I love it. If anybody could play you in a movie, who would it be?
That's so tough. I feel like that's such a weird question to answer because it's like,
I could do it.
if you say like you could play me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right, then it's Ryan.
Insane.
Yeah.
Any hot takes that you have about movies?
They're not that good.
So that's hilarious. That's the
I think
best
that's a
thing
great take.
out of the movie podcast. I'm like, they're fine.
Man, movies are okay.
Yeah.
There's some good ones.
You guys checked out TV?
Radio's coming back.
You can just like watch little short videos on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any hot takes about movies.
That's all right.
Except that I can never remember any actor or director's name
Yeah.
ever. So
No, I only ask this so I can get the chat like pissed off about something for one, because it's really only one guy that gets pissed off about things. So I just do it for him. Anything good that you've watched recently that kind of blew you away?
the last thing that really blew me away was Sunlight. Not to be confused with Daylight that I just
Mhm.
talked about. Sunlight was really beautiful. It is kind of hard to find.
This is a Murnau film, right? Like, Is this the silent movie?
No, it's not. It's
No.
not
Sunrise. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's Sunrise. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the name is very generic. But basically, dude is trying to kill himself. Spoiler alert, is the opening scene. Gets saved by this woman who's wearing a like full body monkey suit, and she steals his van, kidnaps him. They end up going to try to dig up his dead dad, just so he can say "fuck you" to his dead dad. Really, really charming movie though. Very well acted, very like heartfelt. The writing's great. It's a lot of funny moments, a lot of really sweet, precious moments. I was shook by it. I think it's a wonderful movie. So
I've
It's
never
it's
heard of
really
this movie.
great. It's only a year or two old. It really brings to mind some of the indie films and like kind of pre or simultaneous mumblecore films of like the late aughts, kind of.
yeah,
Like this is like Little Miss Sunshine's kind of an easy example. This is a road trip and it's a dark comedy. It's gonna have like a feeling of a family movie, but it's also gonna have some like rated R aspects, and it's gonna be kind of silly, but it's also gonna break your heart. I haven't seen a movie do that formula very well in like 15 years or whatever. But yeah, this one does it. Sunlight's great.
Okay. Sunlight. Nice. Never heard of this movie, and put it on the list. Are there any movies coming out that you're looking forward to?
we talked about going to see Odyssey, the
Yeah, I'll check it
Odyssey.
Just read it.
That
I don't know. Is
Odyssey.
there another Paddington coming down the line? Because
I don't know.
that's all I watched. So,
Did you see Paddington in Peru?
we saw Paddington in Peru on my birthday. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Does it
was,
hold up?
It was fun. I mean, Paddington 2 was like the clear.
Snow- Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's
New
iconic.
Miss Sally Hawkins for sure. It's still fun. It's still rodent vibes, but yeah, it's the weakest of the three.
Yeah, for sure.
Still good.
Still good.
Still good. Okay. And so Odyssey, anything that you have seen, maybe not recent, any recommendations that you give to people? Like Sunlight's a great one. I'd never even heard of that movie, but any other movie recommendations that you want to throw out there?
If you haven't watched it in a while, it's always a good thing to go back and revisit Mystery Men.
I have not seen Mystery Men in 30 years, probably.
Yeah.
Love
You should-
Mystery Men.
You should watch it probably again.
What else have you seen? Practical Magic? You showed me that one, right?
Practical Magic's really great. Anything the Marx Brothers have ever done,
Yeah.
just go watch those. If you're ever, especially if you're feeling kind of down, put on a Marx Brothers movie. That's a go-to for me. So
She got a Groucho tattoo too.
I do. Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Which
I-
Marx Brothers is the best?
Which like of the movies or of the brothers?
No, well, you could do both.
I can't pick a favorite Marx Brothers movie, but of the brothers, it's Harpo for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great. He's brilliant. And he was the happiest of them. Groucho was like a deeply troubled man.
It's in his name.
My kind of guy.
That's fair. That's fair.
Harpo, that's so Oprah backwards. So,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
anything else?
That's all I
Awesome.
got.
That's well, Sage. It was a pleasure to have you on here, Ryan.
Thank
it was
you so
fine.
much.
If any of you want to keep this conversation going, please join our Discord. Follow us on Instagram. Check out Letterboxd to see what we've been watching lately. Next week, we're going to finish out our theme. I'm also going to have a new guest next week as well, where we're still covering Make It a Blockbuster Night, where every movie is a big budget film from '96, and we're finishing out things with the movie Ransom. It's probably the least blockbustery of these, but it did make a lot of money. So we're going to be talking about Ransom next week, and we should be live next Sunday at 5 p.m. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Sage. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank
And you can hit us with the outro if you know it.
Be nice to women.
Thank you. Be nice to women.
We spun the reel through desert storms and courtroom cries. Love letters burned, planes went down, truth hid behind the lies. From snowbound crimes in Fargo streets to agents running wires, we laughed with Gilmore, screamed in masks lit, theaters on fire. It's 52/1996, let the credits roll tonight. Good movies, bad movies, all of them in the same rewind. 1 year, 1 week, every frame gets its time to shine. We'll see you next story on 52/1996.